Sims and Leon, your mom's favorite podcast. Trust me, I'm a dog mom.
Hey, welcome back to the big show, folks. We are live on Twitch, and we are streaming wherever the fuck you're already listening to this. I am Steve Gamble, professional comedian, father, patriot, and I am joined by Prickly Palms, mixing it up on the ones and twos. But I gotta tell you, Dustin Sims, busting scams, a.k.a. Dusty Man 5000. It's your time to shine, buddy. Tell us about this weather.
Hey, this weather is glorious today. We finally had a cold front come in about 2 days ago. It's in the high in the 40s, looking at a low in the low 30s here in the great city of Burleson, Texas. How's the weather up there, Doug?
It's pretty cold, man. It had a little cold front blow in. Had the fattest snowflakes I've ever seen in my life last night. I ain't ready for this.
Oh, I love good fat snowflake.
You might have had hail. I don't know. I don't want to bust anybody's chops here, but you might have just had hail.
Big old, soft, heavy snowflakes.
You might have just had like a liberal rally for the elections. No, that's a bad joke.
Yeah, I don't know what you're going with there.
Snowflakes? No? All right.
Snowflakes.
Listen, I did my part.
I want to start off by saying thank you to whichever one of y'all wrapped the other half of my burrito in foil.
Oh, yeah?
I had planned on doing that, but
That was that guy.
I walked in there and it was already wrapped. I was very excited about that.
Man.
All right.
Steve-O was in clutch with the burritos this morning.
So we have a special guest, as y'all heard. This is our friend Doug. We like to call him Doug Head. He's from Jerky.com.
Thanks for having me.
So how are things in the jerky world right now?
Oh, man, they are nuts. Christmas is upon us. It's a big time of year for us. We start getting ready for Christmas like in July. There's a lot to forecast, a lot to plan for, and it's just all hands on deck right now, getting ready.
And that's just Ricky's orders. So I could imagine the rest of the country.
I'm not going to lie. I have about $120 worth of jerky scheduled to come in today.
Oh, my God. For gifts or for yourself?
Oh, for me.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Gifts.
I mean, at the last minute, they might serve as gifts as you're scrambling and realizing you got nephews you didn't. You're like, oh, okay, you can have the black pepper.
That's true. Always makes a good last minute gift.
Yeah, and you guys have nuts too, right? That's got to be to have like the variety pack.
Yeah, we do a lot of gift packages this time of year. I mean, corporate orders are a big thing. We'll get law firms or banks that want to send out gifts to their clients, and it's a lot to coordinate. But yeah, gift baskets, gift bags, gift boxes, big. We do a lot of it. So you guys make your Christmas list.
We're having a little bit of a funny connection with you right now. You're kind of breaking up a little bit. I think we might have to switch from Zoom to phone or clean feed.
Yeah, clean feed's normally pretty good.
Send me whatever.
Are you on your phone or computer?
Computer.
Okay, yeah, that'll work perfect then.
I think you said computer.
Yeah, do we need to get Dusty to intro or something to make the editing easier? A little radio magic?
Sure.
Pretend you just did weather and throw it over to Doug Head.
All right, that's weather and traffic on the deuces. How's it going over there, Doug?
Things are going. Things are good over here. What do we just starting from scratch here? Yeah, things are great. Thanks for having me.
You got any fat snowballs over there? Just curious. Or snowflakes?
Oh,
God
man.
damn it.
Yeah, this election thing.
So, have y'all? You said you got some fat snowflakes. Is that the first snow of the season?
Yeah, it was pretty aggressive for the first one, but it's all gone today. That's the way it is up here. We'll probably get like 3-4 snows a year, but it's all pretty much gone like the next day. So
yeah,
no big deal.
Chili today, hot tamale. I got you.
Chili today, hot tamale.
Thanks, Rick.
Back to the world's hottest jerky again. What made y'all come up with the idea of doing that?
So we've always, everybody always wants something hotter, and I don't really know what the limit is, and I think this is everybody wants something hotter, so we wanted to make something hotter than our current Carolina Reaper. So we thought we would do this thing and then just continue to kind of build off of it. So I think, we just dropped this one. We called it the 2022 edition. And then, I think we're going to turn this into an annual thing.
Huh. Just try to continue to keep getting hotter or what?
Yeah. Just kind of try to figure it out. I've already got a lot of ideas for how I want to do this better. But add layers. I got so many ideas, and we just figured let's just jump in and get a starting point for it, and then just build from there.
So you got the defeat coin and the challenge coin and the defeat coin, right?
Yeah. So when you buy a bag, it all comes with these custom coins that we have minted. And we call them. There's the challenge accepted coin, which means I got this jerky and I'm going in on it. And then if you eat the whole bag of jerky, you can claim the challenge defeated coin, which is a fully hand-painted, full-color coin that kind of completes the set, the challenge completed and the challenge accepted set. So it's kind of just a fun way to kind of do that. I'm pretty excited for that.
I feel like the challenge defeated coin, you're on the honor system, but no one's going to lie about being defeated by the jerky. But if you're going to have it to get hotter and hotter and hotter, and who is going to be the last top however many percent that are still doing it once it gets ridiculous, you got to have some video evidence on the Facebook group or something.
Yeah,
I'm not believing these yahoos.
No, I think that's where we have to go with it. The problem is, especially on this one, we didn't really actively promote it outside of our group, and it wasn't something we really drove. So not a lot of people do videos. At the end of the day, there's not a lot of people that would do videos. So it becomes a numbers game. If we were going to do this thing, hardly anybody would submit a video. So I don't know how to get over that. I don't know how to get over that hump.
The jerky community is not there to live their lives performatively. They're there to eat jerky in earnest.
So with the taste,
and I don't blame them, by the way.
So with the keep and kill taste testers, you have the video reviews at the end of that. What percentage do you think you actually get video reviews on?
It's been growing every month, but I mean, it's we might get 20, maybe. Maybe it's probably closer to 10 to 15.
Huh? I thought it was going to be much more than that. And for me, I've only done it 3 times of the however many flavors we've done. I think we're on eight or 9 now.
No, it's this was just 9. It's mostly the same people, but every month I'll get a 1 or 2 new people, and I always love that. But see, and that's a private video. That's not even posting it. So I get why a lot of people don't want to be on video at all. It's I hate it.
And God
bless them. I just started making content a few months ago, and I hate it. It's a little hurdle to get over, right? I mean, surely you guys know that.
How much has that helped you? I mean, you've obviously started doing it more lately, so I guess it's helping.
What's that? Oh, making content?
Yeah, making with your videos and stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's been taking off. Our TikTok has been growing steadily every single day. We just, as you guys know, we just kind of started about 3 months ago doing that, and I don't know, we're about to get 20,000 followers today, probably. And so it's definitely helping our reach. We're definitely reaching far more people. But for me personally, it's it is kind of like a personal journey. I mean, you guys, Steve is a performer, so this stuff comes naturally to Steve. But to most people, nobody wants to be on a mic, nobody wants to be on video. That's hard to do. So I've had a lot of this sounds weird, but personal growth, just getting over being out there and having people that you don't want to see you having access to it. And it's
and it's also kind of, we had Allie, who has the animal sanctuary on here, and I don't know if you listened to that episode, but she's kind of the same as you. She wouldn't really even be on social media if it wasn't a necessary part of any business right now. But she said, I said, well, if you had, the resources and you were going to hire an employee, would you still feed the animals and just hire a social media person? And she said, well, the problem is it needs to be me and I'm the actual person. It needs to be my voice and my point of view and all that. And I think it's kind of the same for your business. It's like, yeah, you could have a guy pretending to be the head tester and all that, but there's something about authenticity that people can sniff out for some reason. It has to be you almost.
No, and it's not just for authenticity, but at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, I don't know if you guys watch our TikToks, but it's like, I mean, I post at least two videos a day, every single day for like the last 90 days. And nobody else is going to make sure that those videos get done.
Right.
I couldn't hire somebody that would do all that. So, I mean, there's kind of two pieces to it. Like, you're 100% right. Like, there has to be, in marketing, it's called an attractive character. So, there has to be an attractive character is the brand, the voice of your brand. And all that means is it's who's the person they're going to relate to. And in most businesses, there's no substitution for, for the owner.
Right.
And I think going along those same lines, the consistency of having your face on the same one every time with your signature blue glasses. Is there an alarm going on?
Well, I'm not so signature anymore. Apparently, they're just mainstream now.
Tornado up in Oklahoma.
Listen, I'm just trying to get 20,000 followers. Yeah, I saw what you were doing is working, so I'm just going with what works.
All right.
It's not here.
Yeah, no, that's definitely
Forklift.
a thing, though. No, that's the every Saturday at noon they test all the sirens.
Okay, here it's Wednesdays at 1.
Okay. That's weird.
Man.
Well, they're working.
Yeah, they're working.
No, I'll tell you one thing, man. I think a lot of people assume it about comedians and I guess whatever other kind of performative job that you might need to be on social media for. But we hate it. You used to be able to just go on stage and do your stuff. And if people liked you, you'd kind of move up through the ranks, or hopefully the right people would notice you. And now you got to have a podcast, a fucking YouTube channel. You got to have, same as any business, you got to post every single day. And social media is a prison. And I wish I had started in the 80s.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, but-
you're 100% right. You're 100% right. And it's still new to us. I mean, I'm just trying to have fun with it and provide, interesting, or at least hopefully interesting and semi entertaining stuff. It's not super entertaining, but yeah, I'm just trying to provide some sort of value. That's
Yeah,
all.
well, and that's back to authenticity. That's maybe another reason why you're doing so well at it, is that you're not, especially TikTok. We don't know as much about the algorithms and stuff, but I think TikTok, you got to treat it like a hot chick. You know what I mean? If you need it too bad, it ain't, the algorithm's going to be like, dude, this guy again. But, if you just kind of ghost it once in a while and then you just go on there and have fun and show that you're cool, it'll come to the party.
So, Doug, you post about twice a day on the TikTok. How much prep time do you put into every video, and how long does it take to get one video done and out?
Oh, dude. Jeez, so much. That was literally what I was doing before I came in here. It's like I've got a pretty good process down. Like, so first of all, I do it all. And like, I've had to learn this stuff. Like, I didn't do video editing. I never even touched it before like 3 months ago. But, I just have to learn the stuff. So I shoot it all on my phone. I edit it all. And so, yeah, I do the whole thing.
And what program do you use to edit your videos?
I use phone apps. I use an app called VLLO.
VLOO?
VLLO.
VLL, Larry.
Velo.
Velo?
Velo.
Yeah, VLLO. But yeah, I mean, I learn it all in there. There's a couple, like, I don't know. Are you guys doing much on TikTok?
No, not really.
We want to be like you. That's why we're grilling the shit out of you about it.
Yeah.
I think I could talk all day about it from a marketing standpoint.
Oh, let's
I
do
think
it.
you guys need to be. TikTok is where you need to be, honestly. A lot of people look at these. A lot of people look at all these social media platforms, and to the casual user, they're all the same. It's just a matter of which one do you prefer. But functionally, they are all, they could not be further apart. They all serve different audiences, and they serve content up completely different. And TikTok is at the very beginning of that life cycle about getting your content to people. So without getting too far into the weeds, if you look at it it's a progression. You're trying to move an audience. First, you're trying to get in front of somebody that's never seen you before. And then once they see you, you want them to warm up a little bit, and then eventually start consuming more of your content. So there's kind of a progression or a buying cycle of that. I'm really rambling right now.
No, keep going.
Sense. So it's like I kind of liken it to like making a really big purchase. So just bear with me here because I'm full of analogies and things like this. So it's like, Dustin, say you and your wife, you guys want to buy a new sofa, right? Follow me on this. So you guys kind of start talking about it, like we want a new sofa, and you may talk about how you want it to fit in the living room. So you'll talk about it, maybe look around the internet for a couple weeks and find some things that you like. And then eventually you'll kind of budget something and you'll kind of know what you're looking for. And then you'll drive down to whatever Nebraska Furniture Mart, and you'll walk in, you start looking around, you start sitting on things. You leave there thinking, oh, maybe we want a sectional. And then you guys talk about that for a while. And then eventually you go back to the Furniture Mart and you narrow it down to 2 or 3. God, I'm really rambling right now. But anyway, the point is it's a long buying cycle, and at the end of it, you guys finally decide, I want a red leather sectional sofa. Ooh. Well, it took you a lot of little steps to get to that point, right? Content is a lot like that, in my opinion. TikTok is the very, very front of that, and like YouTube, for example, is the very end of that. If somebody comes to subscribe to you on YouTube, like they've already seen your stuff, they're already real familiar with you. They have a high intent of sticking around to watch a 5, 10, 20-minute piece of content. You don't get that kind of follower instantly, and you don't get that content overnight. You have to warm them up to that point. And TikTok is the very, very, very beginning of that.
Especially if you're making no secret that you're selling something. You know what I mean? You're not trying to, not doing it as a vanity product. You're not just trying to get followers for the sake of followers. At the end of the day, you're selling a bag of beef jerky, and you don't make any secrets about that. So you really got to get them warmed up to you and get them liking you, and then.
Yeah, I never really thought about it until Doug really said that, because I've had several occasions where a short video will come across TikTok and I see it and I start following this person, and then like you said, then they start putting out a YouTube thing, and you go there and you watch a little bit of that. So I never really thought about it until he put it into the perspective.
Yes, I've been in e-commerce my whole adult life, and that there are buying cycles to things like that. And sofa is a good example. Jerky, there's not a long buying cycle. Ricky just sees that we dropped a new flavor and he just buys the damn thing.
It's a cycle for him, but it's different.
I don't even look at what the flavor is. I just buy it. Like I might like it, might not.
Addiction.
Yeah, his is a buying downward spiral, really.
But see, that's my point, right? Is like everything has a different buying cycle. He wouldn't do that on a sofa. A sofa has a lot longer buying cycle, but that's the way I think social media is. Twitch is kind of at the end of that too. I mean, a subscriber on Twitch.
Oh, I think it's even bigger than YouTube. You have to have a little stake in the game on Twitch.
Yeah,
that's a big
exactly
subscribe.
And that's why I say I think everybody, especially you guys, you have to be in at TikTok, because TikTok, it's easy for them to get a 10-second snippet of something, and that was kind of a funny snippet, and they might not follow you at first, but if they
it'll put it in front of them again, yeah.
It'll put it in front of them again, and then after they watch 4, 5, or 6 10-second funny snippets, then they're like, hey, I kind of like these guys, and then they'll follow you on TikTok, and then they'll see even more of the content, and then that's how you warm them up and then move them to another platform.
I feel like if you had like a kid in high school and they were trying to figure out their major, you almost would be like, go into marketing and then figure out what you're going to do with your life. You know what I mean? Like some of the most successful comics I know were in marketing or advertising, and then they get into comedy. And then when the time comes where you need to start promoting yourself, they're like, oh, I already have this mode and this kind of understanding of it. And so you started out in e-commerce, and then once you figured out what you wanted to do, you're like, I already have all this knowledge and this process behind it. You know, you could have picked sofas instead of beef jerky, and you still would have had a better chance of success than just some guy that likes to make burritos or jerky or.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. But comedians is tough. Like, I don't know. I mean, there's just pros and cons to it. Everybody has a different experience. I could almost see going into a creative thing like, comedy. Like, sometimes if you know too much business stuff, it might stifle the creativity side of it, and you may approach comedy for the wrong purpose. I don't know.
Yeah, you still have to be in it for the right reason. And there's a ton of guys. I'll name all their names to you off the air, but I know a ton of guys that are brilliant marketers and promoters and all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but your fucking jokes are trash. So you can't put the cart before the horse. But once the horse gets there, it's great to have that sort of background. I think whatever you're doing.
So, Doug, before you started making content on TikTok, how much time did you ever spend on there just taking in TikTok?
Quite a bit. I mean, I've been fascinated with the platform. I don't want to sound like a hipster, but before it was cool, like I kind of saw its potential like years ago. I've been using it for 4 years, and back then it was like 15-year-old girls shaking their asses was half.
Yeah, they started it. They promoted it like a dancing app or something. I was confused by it at first.
Yeah, it was a different app called Musical.ly a while back. But then as they started making big changes to how their algorithm works, it's completely different than Instagram and Facebook. And those things, the algorithm's all driven off of who follows you. And it's really unfair. Unfair is not the right word, but it's basically impossible for any of us to get any sort of fucking eyeballs.
Yeah, it's like the rich get richer kind of a thing.
Yeah. If you're not Kim Kardashian, your shit's not getting shown. You know what I mean? But the way TikTok's algorithm works is it's purely performance, and it doesn't matter. You could start a brand new account today, post your very first video, and it could go viral.
Yeah, I think it even gives that first video kind of a bump to get you hooked on posting.
There's some theories there. Yeah, but literally any video can get that kind of exposure. And it's really kind of groundbreaking as far as algorithms go, and that's why it's so powerful right now. Is it's really easy for anybody to get in front of other people.
I think anything where you've got Mark Zuckerberg trying to chase your business model, you're doing something right. That's impressive in itself. That Instagram keeps changing to be more like it.
Yeah, I mean it's the rise and the fall of everything internet. I've been doing this stuff. Kind of internet stuff since the early 2000s, and I've seen, the rise and fall. It's all cyclical. All of it's cyclical.
Doug had a Friendster account.
No,
a big MySpace presence.
I was not on MySpace at all, but I was always very aware and lurking about it from afar.
Have you ever been on TikTok so long that one of the ladies or guys pops up and is like, hold on.
Oh yeah.
You might want to take a break here.
Yeah. But since I've started making content, I'm not on there as much. Like I try to engage with people in our comments and stuff. So like most of my TikTok time now is just spent engaging with the audience, which is probably better anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big part of being successful on TikTok is replying to comments, acknowledging that you see these comments coming in and out, because you have somebody that posts twice a day and never goes back and acknowledges their customers. I guess in your case, customers, but I don't think that's the right answer.
Just followers,
for
I guess.
Followers,
yeah. Constituents, who knows?
I feel like you have a better opportunity of growing your brand if you're engaging in every post, not just post them and be done with them.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a piece of it too, and it's a big part of our content. I mean, our content is making stuff that people suggest. So I think it's just important in kind of closing the loop, not even closing the loop, but just always staying in communication with the people that are engaging, you know?
Yeah, if you're selling something food-wise, you're going to have people that are fanatical about it. And then at that point, you're building a community, not like just a one-ended followers kind of situation.
Yeah, no, that's 100% it.
So how did you come up with the idea of let's get suggestions and I'll make it, you'll make it, and then send it out for that person who suggested it to try it? Where did that idea stew from?
It kind of, I mean, it all stems from the taste testers group. Remember the purpose of the taste tester group or where it came from was we were doing these processes and stuff behind closed doors anyway. So, you know, we'll make flavors, and then I'll bring them in, and then we'll all eat them and we'll talk about them. And then, you know, we'd basically be voting to keep it or kill it, even though it wasn't formal. It was just like, yeah, I like it, or no, I don't like it. But anyway, all of these processes that we're doing, like in the taste tester group and on TikTok, these are all things that we do anyway. It's just, let's do it, you know, with some more transparency and bring jerky enthusiasts into that process and engage with us. So instead of us getting 3 or 4 opinions on this flavor of jerky, let's get hundreds of opinions on this flavor of jerky, and that'll paint a more accurate picture about how the marketplace responds to it. So really, it's just an extension of what we've always done. It's just doing it in a way that brings our customers and just other jerky enthusiasts into the fold.
How many idiots like me do you have that do the monthly subscription for the taste testers and also go in and buy it when it gets live?
Honestly, you'd be surprised.
So it's quite a bit.
There's quite a bit, yeah.
Okay.
From the people that I see post pictures of the coins and stuff, they normally have both coins.
Oh, the coin it's a genius.
It really is.
It's fucking genius.
The coin, I love it.
We're on a race to buy jerky as fast as we can so we can be diamond.
I mean, yeah, there's something to that.
I mean, I had a work
People are
meeting.
breaking their neck to get your product the moment you release it. You're doing something right.
I scheduled a work meeting on the 20th one week, and I told him, I have something important to do at 11, so it has to be at least 11:30 or later.
I mean, it's a pretty fun component of it. I really enjoy it. You know, I think it's a fun part of it. Like Kyle and I, we do all the artwork on the coins and stuff, and it's always fun when we do those and pick the colors and stuff. And I really like the coins. I got a pretty nice coin set, by the way, a coin collection.
Of just jerky coins or other coins?
Jerky coins.
Well, of course you get them. You make them.
Yes, one of every color.
Those are the samples. Yeah, I got one of every color for all the flavors.
So tell me about the diamond one, because I've seen it's kind of progressed with the original, I guess, texture of it versus the texture now. Has that changed because you asked them to change it, or is it just the way that it's come out?
Yeah. So you guys were there on the postcard version. Like,
yeah.
The postcard that was like a total last minute thing. We're like, yeah, it'd be really cool if we did this, you know, thing where we numbered them and we showed them, you know, how fast they were or whatever. So when we did that just last minute, we're just like, okay, well, what's there's gold, silver, bronze. What's higher than that? So we're like, well, I mean platinum, and then I guess diamond. So we just made those things up, and then it just stuck. So when we went to have the coins manufactured, I was kind of screwed because there's no diamond finish. You know, it's like, yeah, I can put real diamonds in there. So
at that point, we're losing a little money on the jerky experience.
Yeah, losing a little loss leader there for the. But anyway, so the first coin we did was the sweet chipotle adobo, and then we just did a blue color. We just did that blue color, and then I liked it, but it was the cow. That's right, the cow. That was but a lot of people didn't know what the blue was. They didn't make the connection to diamond, so I get that. So the next one, we said, you know, what can you guys do for diamond effect? And they had nothing. They're like, well, we could do this glitter. And like, okay, glitter's cool. Let's do glitter on that blue paint. So the second coin, I forget which one it was, it came with just the blue glitter, but the glitter just like flaked off on you know, as you held it. So I'm like, well, that's not going to work. So now the current version is the blue paint with the glitter and then an epoxy coat on the top of it to seal that glitter in.
And it does not make noise when it's in its little case.
Yeah.
You don't have your little jingle when you're walking around with it.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
I still have my number 4 diamond postcard on my fridge. I'm proud of it.
No, do you?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. I wrote that's my handwriting there, number 4.
Oh, nice. I was very sad that I didn't get platinum. The drop that came out where they didn't distinguish between platinum and silver. So you signed all that. Did you sign them?
Yeah, I wrote. I forgot what I wrote, but I had to. Steve. For the people that don't know this, we have there's a platinum finish and there's a silver finish. The platinum is like this mirror polish thing. You can basically see yourself in it, and the silver is just like a flat matte kind of silver color. Real gross, yeah. But the manufacturer screwed the order up, and they were all platinum. So there was no way to differentiate the people who really got the platinum coins, whether they were platinum or silver. So on the plastic cases, I hand wrote a little note. I don't know what it was. It was like, this is platinum, not silver, whatever. I don't remember what it was. But it was funny because actually people wanted the handwritten one, even though my handwriting is the worst handwriting
when you
in the
die,
world.
those are the value of those things is going through the roof.
But you wrote on the casing, not the actual coin.
Yeah.
I feel like you kind of failed us on that one. Now I'm kind of glad I didn't get it.
Not gonna lie, we normally throw the cases
Noted.
away. I like to feel that. Ricky talks about, it doesn't make any jingle in your pocket. Like he walks around with these jerky
He
coins.
does. I've heard him. I always know when he's coming. I go, I hear those jerky coins.
Which one am I going to put in my pocket today?
Well, now I have to
Do
do
you guys
it.
not like the cases? Should I ditch the cases? Maybe I should put a poll up in the group.
I mean,
I think having it in the case is kind of fun because you get to take it out of the case.
that's like mint condition, Nobody else has touched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think keeping the case is logical for me.
I don't like it.
Actually, I don't know. All the ones I have at my house are still in the case.
God damn it.
We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 here.
13?
Yeah.
And I got 5 or 6 at the
plus
house.
The chili adobo went in there.
Yeah, so we have a big case for our equipment. And the Chipotle adobo coin, it stays in there all the time. And we flip it against the back of the case and determine on whether it's going to be heads or tails every time we close the case. And 90% of the time, it's tails.
Yeah.
We get
That cow shit and
the
pepper.
cow shit and pepper face up.
90% of the time. Huh. That's interesting. Hey, I just got a good idea. We're about to redo my office here. And I think I should use those coins. I should use coins as the drawer pulls. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Oh, that would be pretty neat.
Oh, man.
I think we might have to steal your idea.
Now you're speaking Dusto's language. He just lit up.
Yeah.
He talked about some sort of carpentry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the accepted and completed, whatever it is, challenge on the super hot jerky, is there a deadline for that?
Nope.
Okay, because I bought one bag for my brother-in-law, and I want to take it to him during Thanksgiving.
I think, there's plenty of time. I think what we're going to do, I think we've already scheduled 2023's World's Hottest. We're going to drop that August 1st.
Ooh, in the summertime.
Yeah. Now we've been planning to do this. We've been working on this for over a year, and we way overcomplicated it and kept pushing off. But now we had the coins made, and they're all stamped 2022, and we're like, we can't put this off anymore. We need to drop this today. And so, but yeah, going forward, it's going to be I think August 1 is we've already committed to the next one on that. I'm already looking forward to that one. That one's going to be sweet.
All right, so the one you made this time, how did you make it hotter than the Carolina Reaper?
More Reaper.
Yeah, so there's a couple things you do when you make jerky. A lot of times, so you can do like a dry rub jerky. We don't do a lot of the dry rubs. A lot of our stuff is like a marinade based. The marinade base, it really the liquid acts as a carrier and takes a lot of that flavor inside of the meat. And then so that's the way we make a lot of the stuff is with the marinade. But there's a way to do, sometimes it's way more labor intensive, but we do a multiple stage thing where after it pulls out of the dehydrator, you then dust it and more stuff. So that was kind of the way we did this one.
Dust it and then do the regular marinade stuff after that, or the dusting is just hotter?
We did a stronger marinade, and then when we pull it out, we dusted it. But I already have ideas on how to really expand on this stuff.
Yeah, I checked my mailbox before I left to come to the studio today because it's scheduled to deliver today.
Oh, God.
But it was not there. I was very sad.
I'm not trying that. I promise you that.
You don't want the super hot?
No.
Why not?
I couldn't even handle the...
Ghost pepper?
No, not even. I haven't even tried that one yet.
I thought I brought some ghost pepper over.
No. I wouldn't have touched it either way.
Yeah, I love spicy, but I'm not always down to do exhibitionist.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll do it for this or as a stunt, but I'm not gonna pretend I enjoy it. If it,
I mean, how? There's no way I could talk and do that.
I don't know. I don't get it either. That's not my thing. But I mean, I get it that there are people that like that stuff. But see, usually when we make jerky, I'm gonna be honest with you, there's a lot of flavors that I make at home that we can't reproduce in the commercial environment. You know, I mean, we have to think about the kind of the cost and the processes that we're allowed to do. And usually, I think of things from that standpoint when it gets past the taste testers. But on this World's Hottest, I'm gonna tell you from this point forward, I'm going to go to great lengths to make this thing.
Because that's a big claim.
It's a big claim.
And the type of people that are nuts about jerky are probably a big Venn diagram of the type of people that are nuts about spicy stuff.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, it'll get hotter. I mean, there's going to be some years we fail at it, but it's going to continue to get. We're just going to bend over backwards next year. It's going to be crazy.
So do you try this hot stuff to know that it's hot, or do you have somebody specific?
Yeah.
Man.
I have to try everything.
So that kind of leads me to my question, because you're getting genuinely, I feel like, excited about talking about just the process and the marketing and the community and all this stuff. But I need to know, and you can tell us later to bleep this out if we have to. Are you fucking sick of jerky?
No, man.
I mean,
look, honestly, there's nothing to get sick of. It's meat, man. I mean,
I don't feel like I would be, but I'm different. I think.
I mean, honestly, it's like steak. Are you sick of steak? I mean, it's like it's always different. It's just meat flavored.
Yeah, I don't see how you get sick of it.
I'm far from sick of it. Far from sick of it.
Since you try every jerky that y'all make, are there some that you just don't, you're not going to like, but you got to try it anyways?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do you hate pickles or anything like that?
Well, here's the thing. I've learned this also, and I tell people this in the taste tester group, but it always comes across as me being salesy. You can't judge it. You can't prejudge a flavor by its flavor name. You'd be surprised how many times you actually like a jerky when you'd probably bet money that you'd hate it based on the flavor. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Ricky, Dustin, have you guys had a flavor you're like, I'm not going to like this at all, but then you got it and you're like, yeah, actually, this is pretty good.
Whiskey
honey
syrup.
barbecue,
Yeah.
Ricky. Ricky, didn't you do that on the honey barbecue mustard?
No, the first one I did was the whiskey syrup one because I did not think I would like that.
Syrup?
The bourbon maple.
Yeah.
Oh, bourbon maple?
We gave it a nickname.
Whiskey syrup.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Well,
there was that one. What was I saying?
why you thought you wouldn't like it and why you ended up.
Yeah, because I don't generally like syrupy stuff, sweet flavors. So I didn't think I would care for that one, and I ended up loving that one. And with the mustard one, I knew I was going to love the mustard one.
Yeah, that's okay. I had those backwards.
Yeah.
But that happens a lot. We get that a lot in the feedback that we get from the voting stuff. The feedback we get on that, and I love when we get those, when people say, like, I thought I was going to hate this one, but I ended up really loving that one. That's kind of the point, and that's what I kind of hope the group becomes, is like, just be open to something that be open to trying something new, because if all you do is stick to the 1 or 2 flavors that you like, then it's pretty boring.
Yeah, and if there's no repercussion for giving a bad review, when you say, hey, we're going to kill it or keep it, and if you say kill it, that helps us just as much as if you give us a crazy good review on everything, then you're going to get a lot more honesty than you do from just friends and family. And
Exactly. Yeah.
And I feel like the vice versa, if you think you're going to love something and you end up not liking it, it's probably just because not everything sticks to jerky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You go, oh, this is going to be a lime chili, whatever. And it's like, all I get is the chili. For whatever reason, the other flavor, the fruit part isn't coming or whatever.
Yeah, it is. It's hard. It's hard to make some of those flavors pull through. I mean, yeah, a lot of the fruit stuff. So, yeah, for those reasons, exactly.
That's why we haven't seen. What did you want, Ricky? Marlboro Lights and pizza crust or something?
Menthol, Coors Light, and pickles.
Yeah.
Well, you did suggest a whole like smorgasbord of flavors all together rolled into one.
I did. I said, let's make a Sims and Leon flavor of Coors Light, pickles, and jerky, or something along those lines. Maybe it's pizza. Coors Light, pizza.
I think there's pizza.
And,
yeah.
Can we do a pizza and wings flavor?
The good folks over at Combos couldn't get pizza flavor right, and they were trying to stick it to a pretzel. I don't know if it's going on a piece of beef that well.
And I think Go ahead.
I did a pizza jerky. It was really good. I want to do another one.
So you have done a pizza jerky.
Yeah, don't you watch our TikToks, man? Where you at?
I only watch them as they come through. I don't just jump on your page and watch all of them. But yeah, I do see them. But I did not see the pizza one because I think I did that in a post early on in the Facebook group. And I think Kyle brought it up. Like, yeah, but that opens up a whole plethora of different types of pizza flavors we could have. Like, yeah, you could have your own entire pizza line of jerky.
Yeah, really, like it would just be pizza sauce flavored. You know what I mean?
You don't like a pepperoni jerky?
I don't know how you get beef to taste like something that's just chicken and pork, and you know what I mean? Or how do you get beef to taste like cheese?
Oh, that's
bread,
be a tough
for
one.
that matter.
Yeah, cheese is tough. The dairy stuff is tough, but I could do like Parmesan. Parmesan is a shelf stable thing that we could do. That's what I want to do. So the pizza one I did was and I got roasted for it a little bit because I used ketchup and sugar for sauce for the tomato piece of it.
What are you gonna do?
And then some like Italian seasonings and stuff like that. And it had a really good taste. But I'd like to do it again with with Parmesan and maybe something else. I don't know.
Yeah, well, and you brought it up earlier. You know, if people go, "Oh, you're using ketchup or this and that," and you go, "You know, we are still a profit business. As much as we love you guys, we're not going to import San Marzano tomatoes from Italy to make this fucking taste test beef jerky that we're giving away."
Yeah, no, that's true. I would though.
Well, you got to do it for the TikTok, I guess. You got to do something over the top to get people's attention.
It is kind of fun. It is kind of fun to do that.
What do you think is the most unique flavor that y'all have that you personally came up with, or somebody from your company came up with?
What do you mean? Like, let's see. Oh, that's a good question. You know, we get so many flavors anymore. Like, yeah, me and Kenny were talking about them the other day. Like, sometimes we forget which flavors we have.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to come back to you on that one.
Okay.
We did a honey sriracha a couple years back, and that was real good. But see, what sucks about our business model is, at the end of the day, if we're not selling the flavor, it doesn't matter how good it is. It doesn't matter how good it is. It doesn't matter how much I personally like it. If it's at the bottom performing flavor month after month after month, then it's on the chopping block, and we got to find something else to replace it. And unfortunately, that was honey sriracha. Honey sriracha was so good.
I had some honey sriracha wings last night. They were so
And how good were they?
They were pretty good. Well, I was at Chili's, so they were decent.
Oh, so they were okay.
Yeah, they were. But for what they were pretty good.
Yeah, it was a really good flavored jerky, but it got killed. And we're gonna have to make some changes to that. Oh, you guys were doing a live event when we did our Facebook Live,
Yeah.
right? You guys weren't there.
Yeah, we missed that. I went back and skimmed through some of it, but I didn't watch the entire thing. But yeah, we were doing the girls takeover show.
Did you see the part where we're making a change to the keep it or kill it?
No.
Oh no. Tell us more.
Yeah. So remember how? So it originally started. I told you, like, we're just bringing you guys into our normal business processes. So like I was just saying, our normal business process is if we've got flavors that are consistently the least sellers that we have, they're on a chopping block, and then we're just waiting to cut them off and then replace them with another flavor. So that's when we brought the taste testers into that part of that process. So when we started the Keep It or Kill It, it was, here's a brand new flavor that we've never released before. You guys tell us if this is good enough to keep or to kill. And if it's to keep, then tell us which one of these two flavors it needs to replace. But what's happening is now that we're 8-9 drops into this, remember our first drop was lemon pepper. It was voted to keep. We kept it. We invested in the packaging. Don't bore with the details, but there's a lot of work that goes into bringing it to actual market with packaging, because it all needs to be signed off on by USDA, and it's like this whole thing. So there's a lot of work, time, and money that goes into bringing lemon pepper to market. Well, what's happened with lemon pepper is now it's on the chopping block. So the original intent was, let's find a flavor everybody loves so much that it replaces something that's not selling. Well, now some of the flavors that have been voted to keep they're not selling, and that's not a fault of the taste testers. That's not a fault of our customers. It's just the nature of the beast for whatever reason. So now we're kind of creating the same problem that we thought that Keep or Kill was going to solve. So going forward, the Keep It or Kill It's not guaranteed we're going to actually introduce it to the product line. At the very least, it's going to be something that we kind of roll out maybe once or twice a year, just as a limited run. But there's a lot of cost associated with bringing these products to market, and then keeping them in the warehouse, tying up space, tying up all sorts of stuff just to maintain them in inventory. So I don't know. We got to keep working on how we're going to get rid of flavors that aren't selling. But we got to cut the bleeding by not keep adding flavors that are going to make it there, like lemon pepper and stuff.
Yeah, so if you have one that's keep it or kill it, and then it's an overwhelming, resounding keep it, everyone loves it, then that'll more likely go to market than just as an automatic thing.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I haven't thought it all through. A lot of the stuff we just figure out as we go. But I mean, at the very least, like maybe we'll drop it twice a year. And then,
and then the Rickies will jump on it.
Beyond that, if people like this needs to be a flavor, like then maybe we'll consider it. But instead of just immediately going to production with it, making all the packaging and committing to it, I think we'll just maybe do this half step where it's like we'll just release it once, twice, or 3 times a year, maybe.
I'll say this: after I place my vote every month, and I get that pop up that says, "This might be your last chance to ever order this again. Do you want this 5-bag option, whatever it is?" Like, yeah, better, because I may never get. Even if I voted to kill it, I still get the 5 bags.
I hate this. I hate it, but I want 5 more
because I may never get it again. God, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
So, out of all those bags, do you eat those, or are you saving them?
So the only ones
sometimes he serves them to his guests.
Yeah,
I can attest to that.
The only ones I didn't care for so far that I just really haven't eaten, the chips.
Oh yeah, you didn't care for those?
Yeah, and I think when I gave some to Steve-O, he said it best. Like it seemed like a stale chip.
Huh.
So I don't know. It's kind of like almost a chip, but just slightly not crispy enough.
But I also have done the keto diet in the past, and you need anything.
Okay.
Because you can eat if you're doing the shitty keto, whatever, unhealthy weight loss program, you can have all the dairy and cheese and so you can have like any dip that doesn't have whatever in it, but you don't have anything to dip. Anything that you would dip in it is got carbs or whatever. So for those people, I think, I've had chicken skin chips. I've had every kind of weird chip you can have, just trying to get something to eat hummus with. So
Gross.
I think those will have a place.
And
But,
the-
they were weird as fuck.
I also didn't care about the steak strips. I know those seem to be popular amongst a bunch of folks, but I didn't care for them. I keep meaning to bring them over here so Dustin can have them, but I always forget.
Yeah, the steak strips are an interesting one. I want to do. Yeah, the steak strips are an interesting one. I like the texture, but I don't like some of the flavor profiles we were doing with them. But because it ended up being a little sweeter of a kind of a base, and I didn't want that with the steak. So I don't know. We're gonna keep playing with that. Did you guys see the gift of the year?
I don't think so. I saw it, but I don't remember what it was.
Tell me more.
Oh, the ribeye, the New York strip, and
Yeah, top sirloin and the filet mignon.
yeah.
And then they're all butter-based flavors.
Ooh.
So there's like butter and sea salt, butter and cracked pepper, butter and garlic, butter and herbs.
Yeah. I saw those. I didn't. That's one that I did not order.
See, oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Are you saying I should
Limited
have?
time.
I mean, I'm not. I don't want to be pushy.
Is it still available?
Yeah, I forget how many we made. I mean, I know we'll sell out. We'll sell out for Christmas, but we just made them just for this. Just for the holiday thing. But that's honestly where I'm trying to go. I really want to make like a high-end chop house, like kind of a feel for jerky, because jerky traditionally it's kind of thought of like a truck snack, but it's like I like the idea of I like eating at chop houses and having a good high quality. And who makes jerky out of ribeye? Like that's not really a thing, So it's like, no, we got legit ribeye, and I mean that's what this stuff's made of.
What about the 12 Days of Christmas? What does that involve? I just saw somebody post about that today.
Yeah, I don't think we've really. I think we talked about it maybe in the live. I'm trying to think how much I can reveal here without getting fired.
Oh gosh.
So we did 12 Days of Christmas last year, and it was 12 days of just gift packages basically. So it was just like we have something different every day for 12 days. This year, what it's going to be is it's going to be. What am I supposed to say? I don't know what I'm supposed
So
to say.
what is it? There's 12 different flavors you get every day. Is it like a nativity scene?
It's going to be. It's a advent calendar. No, it's every day there's going to be something for sale that's only for sale that day, and that's it.
Okay, so it's not like a big package you get and then you open it every day for the first 12 days. It's every day you're coming out with something fun and new. Is it all Christmas related? Christmas flavors?
No,
Chestnuts.
No.
Candy canes.
Some of it's gonna be stuff that you may have seen before, but not since, and some of it may be new. There's all you're just gonna want to see it.
Just gotta see it.
So is it jerky every day? Or can it be something different? No. I mean, I think that's a legit question, right? Or could it be like nuts one day, cheese snacks one day, jerky one day, or is it 12 days of actual jerky?
We're calling it the 12 Days of Christmas.
Okay, so
12 days of Christmas.
So it's all secrets.
Oh,
It could be anything. It could be anything. But they're all things that aren't available on the site right now, and they won't be available. They're either there till they sell out or they're gone forever.
So it's all on the chopping block stuff.
God damn it, Ricky. He's not going to fucking.
He's not going to tell you. So when does it start? Obviously December.
December 1st. December 1st.
December 1st.
Sorry I brought that up, guys.
We're not too far away.
No.
You can patiently wait.
I got yelled at 3 times by Steve-O.
I only spoke once.
He did only speak once. I was the one kicking his ass under the table.
That's how much it hurt.
But you may want to get that gift of the year, though. I'm just going to throw that out.
Oh, I just ordered it.
And if not, did you really?
Yeah.
If not for you, it's a really good gift. So.
Oh,
Yeah, I got my pre-order in now.
Oh yeah, I see your order just came in.
See your order.
You talked me into it.
And the beauty part is the way Ricky eats, Dusty and I can still get that for him for Christmas.
Yeah.
And it won't, it'll
sure.
just be, he'll be just as excited to get the second one and the third one.
Yeah.
I really want one of the Jerky.com charcuterie board sets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
I was about to say, so I saw you posted something a couple days ago about the merch. Might have been yesterday.
yeah,
Oh, I'm excited. Or stickers on
Yeah,
the
I mean,
list?
Like, do you guys think? Oh yeah, Ricky sent me your guys' sticker guy. I just need to do the damn thing.
Man.
All I need to do is send the guy a logo and just tell him what to make. I don't know what.
Yeah.
the problem
How many? How big?
yeah. If you want, I can be the middleman. You just sent. Well,
Yeah, it's not like you're busy. I don't know why the hell you haven't got on these stickers.
You line it up, Ricky. I'll just whatever you think. What size sticker should we get? Give me a small and give me a. What do you think? A small one? What should I throw those in with every order?
I mean, I want one that's big enough I can put on the back of the truck, you
what?
know?
Yeah, that's us.
Like the whole back window.
Like, do you just want the round Jerky.com logo or like the written out Jerky.com or both?
Yeah, the lasso logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me some smalls and give me some. What's the large? How big should a large one be? Like 4x6?
I'm looking at a Sims and Leon sticker that's
24 inches
probably-
wide.
Yeah, 24 by 6.
You don't want
maybe.
that one. That one's too. That one's. I would go with the small ones. You know, that way we can tag people. You know what I mean?
That way
Okay,
we can
yeah.
really vandalize.
That's right.
Using
Start
the
slapping them on
stickers.
cars.
All right, line it up, Ricky, and just tell me how much I owe.
Okay, I'll figure it out and
Jerky business must be good.
I might reach out to get you actual good copies of your logo and stuff to steal them off your website.
Okay, and then yeah, I mean, I'll pay him or whatever I need to do.
Like, what quantity do you want to start off with?
I don't know. You tell me. What do I need?
I'll find out because the more you order, the cheaper it gets. Well, per sticker, the cheaper it gets.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, just get the numbers, and then we'll just pick a number that makes the most sense.
All right, that sounds good.
Man, I'm excited about the sticker.
But the merch, like, I don't know if I'm like. Sometimes people think I'm too like. I personally don't wear merch kind of stuff. I don't wear logo stuff. I dress pretty plainly, so it's like I'm like, who the hell is going to want a Jerky.com shirt? I don't even wear a Jerky.com shirt, and but yet, you know, we keep getting people asking for it. So I don't know if I'm just too close-minded by it, but
People need something to wear to the gym.
That's right.
That's true.
That's what I do with all my weird merchy free shirts.
See, I want a hoodie
Got the sleeves off.
with the Jerky logo in the front, and on the back says your mom's favorite place for all things jerky.
Well, so here's the deal though. Like, I wouldn't want to make cheap shit. So if we're gonna make
heard
something,
that.
it's like gonna be like made in the USA, like high quality, and it ain't gonna be cheap. So I just
Heard.
don't know if there's a market for that.
Yeah.
I think if you made like exclusive Jerky.com taste tester merch, that would be a pretty good success between a lot of the taste testers. But I'm just not sure how many
Yeah,
would be committed to buying it. Because then you're like, I'm an official taste tester. You have a shirt, and people are like, hold on, how do I become an official taste tester? Oh, anybody can do it.
Yeah, I think that's the audience, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
and
he's
that's-
talking about a high quality product, and you're talking about a pretty select few people that
Yeah, exactly.
want it. Now you're like, well, then I'm going to
how
have to
big's the-
charge you $55 for these hoodies.
How big is the taste testers group? Like how many people are?
Oh, yeah, and that's cheap. It wouldn't be a $55 hoodie.
Oh,
You
well,
want
then
to go
even-
really nice.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then it looks like you're trying to really make a profit off of it, which is really all you want to do is just get
Have-
more.
yeah, high
more
quality.
branding
Yeah,
out
I
of
don't
it.
even, especially on the merch. I don't care. I'll just sell it at our cost. I don't
Right.
care. You know, like I don't need to cover the cost on that if people want it. But I just don't want to make cheap shit. You know.
Yeah.
Heard.
I don't know. What line do you think you would go a route of? Like hoodies, t-shirts, hats, koozies?
I'm a
So
hat guy.
I threw a poll out in the group just to see what the interest level was. If there's enough interest, maybe I'll make another poll about what kinds of things. But right now for seasonality, I mean, I like the idea of a sweatshirt or a hoodie.
Yeah, if I had a Jerky.com hoodie right now, I'd be happy.
Yeah, but
Oh,
he would
yeah?
want his to be pink.
I like pink.
On the 8th day of jerky, Doug Head gave to me 1 pink hoodie, 2 logoed beanies, and a little thing of the spicy nuts.
Yeah, something like that.
Jerky socks too.
You can't use that. If you'd have been more complimentary about it, I would have let you use that for marketing purposes. But as it stands,
It's going to be in the next jerky.com commercial we make. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, we do those. We do those things.
So if you had stickers, you were saying you would probably just give them away with every order. You wouldn't like sell them.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, what do you do? Yeah, what do you do?
how much do they kick you down for these sticker sales? You're really pushing
No, well, he said he wants to make them. I'm just curious.
every guest we have. You're like,
Man, Steve was being
does
mean
the
to me
animal
today.
sanctuary need stickers? I got a guy.
I got a guy.
Yeah, I don't know when do people want? Do you sell stickers? You just give them away? Like I don't know. What do you?
Let's say a little combo.
Yeah, I think give them away is pretty easy.
I think it's good marketing.
Yeah.
And I know, if I know Doug Head, and I think I do, he's a marketer.
And yet he still hasn't made stickers, so maybe it's not a good marketing thing.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Funky Picnic is a locally owned and operated brew pub located off of Bryan Avenue in the heart of Fort Worth.
At Funky Picnic, we serve specialty beers that are all brewed in-house.
Hey, Sam, do y'all serve food?
Yeah, we have a full menu. Appetizers, salads, dinner plates, burgers, and sandwiches. We also have a daily special. You can get a cheeseburger and your choice of our Kolsch, Mexican lager, or Hefeweizen for only $10 every day.
Follow the Funky Picnic Gram to stay up to date on new beer releases and any future events, from trivia to drag show.
To schedule an event or private party, check out the form on our website at funkypicnicbrewery.com.
Funky Picnic Brewery, because all moms love a good Mexican lager.
It's jerky season all year long with your friends at Jerky.com.
With over 100 different kinds of jerky to choose from, they have a flavor for everyone.
My personal favorite is the black peppered.
Mine too. But the best thing about Jerky.com is anyone can be an official taste tester.
Straight out of Oklahoma City, Jerky.com is the only jerky for the Sims and Leon podcast.
Head on over to Jerky.com for details and get signed up for the Taste Tester program.
Jerky.com, your mom's favorite destination for all things jerky.
How much business do y'all get at your actually store compared to online? And has that shifted over the time?
Let's see. We just opened this location. So we used to have a couple stores here across Oklahoma City, but we consolidated those. We closed 2 locations to open this one because this one has our offices, a storefront, and then our fulfillment center all in one building. And so that's really good for us because we used to be spread out. It was a lot to manage. It was really inefficient, and we were spending a lot of time managing brick and mortar stuff when the contribution margin to overall revenue from the stores wasn't that high. So the amount of effort we were putting in versus how much revenue it was generating was just out of whack. So we consolidated everything to this one location here. Not only is the efficiency gone up quite a bit as far as management, but this is a much better location. We were in kind of high-end retail spots here in Oklahoma City, and that's not where people go to buy jerky. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Oklahoma City, but there's a part of downtown called Bricktown, and that's kind of the touristy spot where everybody goes to walk around. So we're literally right in the middle of it. So this is the kind of foot traffic that's perfect for jerky.
I thought that's what you meant when you said the high-end place. I thought you were talking about Bricktown.
No, that's now. I mean, but before, no, it was like high-end retail development centers.
Oh.
And we were, around these bougie restaurants and, all this new stuff. But that's not where people go to walk around and randomly buy shit.
Right.
That's what's good for jerky. Good for jerky is high foot traffic where people are walking around planning to spend money, but they don't know what they're going to spend it on. And so they just walk by and they're like, oh, man. Jerky, the whole store for jerky, let's go in there.
Kind of hungry from doing all that touristy shopping.
Yeah, and then they don't have a problem dropping in and getting a few bags and dipping out.
So if you walk into the actual store, is there samples?
There's a couple samples. We can't sample
Like
everything,
Sam's?
but there's a couple samples of Sam's.
Like Sam's or Costco?
I've never been in Costco, so
Poor motherfucker.
I know. We don't have one
Yeah, I've
here. I'm not
never
going to
been
drive 30 minutes just to go to a Costco, even though I know some people do. I'm just not one of those people.
I hear really good things.
About Costco?
Yeah.
They're doing well.
I would just say you would never take a girl on a date to a Sam's, but you would take a girl on a date to a Costco.
What?
Absolutely.
Is it because they have foot-long hot dogs?
Do they?
I thought that the Costco had the bigger hot dog out of the two.
I feel like only Dusty would know that.
Which store has the biggest wiener?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a size queen.
I mean, aren't they the same though? I mean, aren't they both at the end of the day like Nathan's dogs or whatever?
I think you might be onto something there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I don't imagine they're getting proprietary wieners.
Maybe one is Fletcher's, one is Nathan's.
Maybe so. I don't know. The Sam's one's really fat, but it's short. I'm not really big on it.
You don't like the girth?
It's too much.
Not a girth man.
He's not a girth man. He likes it long and skinny.
But I'm not sure about the Costco. Like I said, I've never had one. Just heard stories. So this is completely hearsay. Could be completely wrong.
I wonder if we can Uber Eats a Costco hot dog.
I think you can Uber shit from Costco. I know that.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
Maybe that'll be our next
I'm
taste
just looking
test.
The
I'm
two
looking at
wieners?
some of these comments over here.
yeah.
We got comments coming in.
So Lindsay S80 said for the merch, to reach a certain dollar amount in your jerky order gets you a T-shirt or a koozie.
I would go above and beyond to reach that dollar amount.
Yeah, I know you would.
Like I put it to Doug the other day. I was putting in an order, and then I had my emails like, oh shit, I get 10% off. So instead of getting $4 off, I ended up getting $8 off. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'm taking full advantage of this. And yeah, I stuck it to him real good.
He showed me. What about koozies though? Like, see, I look at a lot of this merch shit, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong, but I look at it like, that's just all just cheap junk trash. I mean, do people want that stuff? I don't know.
We had a conversation about koozies the other day, and me and Dustin, we use koozies all the time.
Yeah.
Steve-O, on the
Especially
other
Ricky.
hand, Steve-O does not use a koozie all the time, but he still has a drawer full of koozies.
But see, that's my point. I mean, I don't want to be in a drawer. You know?
Yeah, I mean, if you're not the favorite koozie, you're going in a drawer.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say with Ricky, it'd be his favorite koozie.
I rotate my koozies. Yeah. They all have their own cycle.
I don't know. Exclusive koozie.
And if you
That's
put
your-
them in the same drawer, don't they all sync up together on their cycles?
We'll have separate. Yeah, they all sync up on their cycles. I have to keep some of them separated just to keep that offset.
That's disgusting, Ricky. You're a bad person.
Lindsay also says koozies are the life. The rest is just details.
Yeah.
Koozies are life.
I'm.
All right. I mean, that's.
You know, koozies are kind of like jerky. They're not for everybody, but the people that like them fucking love them.
That's right.
Mod Trey was talking earlier, and he did mention that with that super hot jerky that we just bought, you would have the 12 days of shipmas.
Oh, boy.
Oh yeah. 12 days of shipments.
And you can use that.
Yeah.
That's not trademarked to us. You can use that all you want.
Yeah, put that in any market, but put that on a T-shirt. Jerky.com, the 12 days of shipmas. Order on August 1st, 2023.
It's got a ring to it.
On the 12th day of shit, MissJerky.com gave to me
3 rolls of toilet paper.
bloody diarrhea and a trip to the ER with Steve.
Y'all are fucking stupid.
Don't be a cunt.
Not bad.
Oh man.
So what is y'all's process of coming up with the unique flavors for the flavor drops before you started asking people to suggest flavors?
I mean, it's basically the same thing. Like, I mean, I've got this huge list of flavors that people are suggesting, and then when it's time, like right now, I'm just going into it because I'm gonna be making jerky nonstop for like the next 6 days. It's a lot of fucking work when I do these, by the way. Like I get up in the morning, like every spare minute is like making jerky. I'll get up in the morning and I'll do a bunch before I leave to go to the office, and then I work at the office all day till 6 or 7 or 8 at night, and then I'll go home and then I make jerky until like 11 o'clock at night, and then I start to wind down. and then I get up in the morning and do it all over again. Get up at 5:30. So I do this for like a week straight, just making all of that content. Anyway, I got a long list of flavors that I'm going to make, and then I just pick from them randomly. So like this morning, I went through and just picked out 5 or 6 flavors that I'm going to be doing on this batch. And then when we have good ones, there's a whole other list of, all right, we got a lot of good feedback for these. So then when it just comes time to do a keep it or kill it or something like that, then we just kind of start peeling those out. We're like, all right, well, let's do this one.
So when you first started the keep or kill it stuff, the Test Tasters group in the Facebook, where you're committed to doing a new flavor every month, was that a little bit of pressure at first?
Not at first. It's kind of starting to be, and I'm not saying necessarily in a bad way, but just we kind of touched on it in our Facebook Live last week or the week before. It's just like it's just not sustainable the way it is. But no, I think we can keep doing new stuff, for a long time.
Would you ever recycle another one?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, because look, at the end of the day, these very rarely is the jerky right the first batch. So sometimes, it takes us 2, 3, 4, 5 batches before it's right. So like I'll write a recipe and then I'll make it, and then afterwards I'll go back and I take notes on all those flavors, and I'll say this one was too flat, or this one didn't have enough heat, or this one had too much this, and then I kind of tweak the recipe for the next time, and then the next time I'll make the different recipe that's tweaked, and then I just keep doing the same thing. I keep making notes. So sometimes it takes several batches before it's right. So I don't know yet how much to incorporate that into the taste testers. We did that with chili limon, and it was just kind of a shit show because a lot of people didn't know, what is this? Is this version 2? What are we doing? It was hard to communicate, So I don't know yet how to incorporate that piece of it, but because it was pretty confusing. Do you guys remember? Do you remember those confusing times in the group?
Yeah, kind of.
Because people are always coming in, and new people don't quite know how it works yet. So they're like, wait, chili limon version 2.0, what is this? How's this work?
And I'm glad that I like the tweaking of it, but then after the 2.0, was it just completely banned now?
No, I mean, I just didn't know how to move forward with it in the context of the group, because it didn't, the voting didn't really pan out right.
Not enough feedback?
Yeah. So it's like, okay, there's not enough feedback here to take any sort of action and say, okay, we're going to make this thing a product now. So we just kind of quietly just stopped talking about it.
Yeah. I wonder how many questions is too many when you're doing the responses. When we're doing the keep it or kill it vote.
Yeah.
You ask for the profiles of the different flavors, if it's just right, too much, not enough.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of questions you get asked to say, what would you do to improve it, without someone actually having to type it out or do a voice thing or, video.
That's a good question. It depends. I guess it depends what you're asking them to improve, because a lot of people don't know. There's a lot of production limitations,
Yeah.
So it's like maybe this sounds like a dick, but it's like I don't want detailed tell me how to change the recipe, because that's just way too complicated, So I try to make the questions where I can kind of extrapolate. I don't want them overly complicated, I want everybody to be able to access that feedback form and answer without having to overthink or anything. So I try to ask those questions and then extrapolate from them, kind of what the feedback is, so that I can kind of make those decisions. But yeah, it's kind of a balance between how much to do as a group and how much is okay, you guys tell me something and then I'll go make the changes.
Okay, I got another question about this taste tester stuff.
Let's go.
From the very first taste test compared to the most recent one, what is the quantity different on how many bags y'all produce?
So it's a good question. This is another kind of, I don't want to say weird one, but maybe a little confusing. Because like the first one we did, the lemon pepper, we had no idea how it was going to go. So it was like we made 500 bags and that was it. Well, the problem was people came in and some people buy 1 bag, some people buy 2, 3, 4, 5 bags. That first one was a shit show because we didn't make that many postcards. And at first it was 1 postcard per bag, but we had no way to process out what if somebody buys 3, what if somebody buys 5.
Yeah.
So we had to like manually, like I had to manually, because my team was like, we're not doing this shit. I was like, all right, I'll figure this. They're like, you just dump this on us and this breaks our system. So I like had to manually print off every single order and then manually like pick how many things they got and then match it up with what number of card they had. And I was like, okay, fuck this. We're not doing this way anymore. And then, so then the next one, we're like, okay, there's the coin and ballot bundle. And that one, I don't know. This is another thing we touched on in that live event. This last one we did, this last drop, we had a bunch of people that said, I didn't get a coin with my order. Have you seen any of these?
Yeah, where they ordered the 3 bags instead of the ballot bundle.
So they skip over that, and I'm not taking any shots at them, but they think they're getting a deal or pulling one over on us maybe. I don't know. Because, the bag of jerky, the coin, and the ballot is only $6.99, but then after that, we give you an opportunity to buy 2 more of the bags for like $12. I don't remember what the number is. But they look at it and they're like, oh, well, that's only $6 a bag. Well, that's because it doesn't have the coin or the ballot.
Yeah.
So they add the coin and ballot bundle, then they add the 2-pack, then they remove the coin and ballot bundle, and then when they get the order, they're like, hey, I didn't get my coin and my ballot.
These shifty.
They don't deserve the coin and the ballot.
No.
I'll say it right now. I know
Nor
you,
would I
Doug,
want their feedback on my jerky.
Doug, I know you can't say it, but I can say it. They don't deserve the vote. Their vote shouldn't count.
We try to be really clear on it, where it says on that coin and ballot bundle, this is the only way you get a coin and a ballot. And then on that 2-pack, there's print that says you will not get a coin and a ballot with this And but yet we still get people that do it. So anyway, long answer to your short question. I'm still nowhere near answering it.
That's okay.
So at first it was like, okay, 1 bag per order per customer, but then people want more than 1. So we had to figure out a way, how can we know when, in fulfillment, they have to know when to put a coin with an order and when not to. So that's why we do the coin and ballot bundle, and then you add 2 other bags.
So Mod Trey says people who are in a jerky craze don't read.
Yeah, in their defense, they might have just been in a jerky craze.
You can put as much wording as you want on there, like, I'm buying this now, I just need it, I need it now.
Oh, 100%.
And then the smoke clears, they come to, and they're like, hey, where's my coin?
Yeah, they just kind of regain consciousness.
Yeah.
And like, what happened?
And so our boy Mikey Unlikely wants to know, would you rather eat beef jerky with Greg Abbott or Beto?
I'd rather eat it with the actual governor. So.
Yeah, is that even a question?
And also, Mikey will be going live at 2 o'clock today, Central Standard Time, for a 12-hour super stream to celebrate his 1-year anniversary of live streaming.
And how do we find that if you're just a piece of shit and you don't already know?
Twitch.tv/Mr. Mikey Unlikely.
MRMIKEYUNLIKELY@gmail.com.
You can email him and find out too.
All right.
So what's Mikey's story? You want to tell me a little bit about Mikey's content? What's he do?
So he's mine and Dustin's cousin. I've known him since he was born, but I didn't really know him that well when he was first born because I was only 6 months old or 5 months old at the time.
He's known me since I was born.
Yeah,
same.
So young.
He's big on punk music. He's been in multiple bands. He's been in a band with Steve-O before.
Sure thing.
Mm-hmm. And he, every Saturday night, starting at 9 o'clock our time, he starts just a live stream on Twitch and previously Redpan Reddit. I think that's going away though. And he just plays his punk music and he takes requests. He goes off the rails and plays. Hey, it's not just punk music. He plays a bunch of other stuff too, but he's also a very entertaining person.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Like-
he's more of an entertainer than.
Yeah, so he comments, he sings along with it, he makes jokes, and he's just very naturally funny without like telling jokes, if that makes any sense.
Huh, yeah.
In his
I
words,
get it.
a long story short, he's a professional DJ.
Long story short.
But he plays it. But he plays it.
No,
Plays musical instruments, or he's
No, not on the
Not on the
stream.
stream.
like he has picked up guitars and played here and there, but mostly he's just playing records.
For me, it's how do I hear the songs I haven't listened to since like high school, and also if you don't want to get drunk alone, he's also
Shot 30,
drinking
yeah.
some seltzers and some Jameson on there, so you can have a buddy that's also getting fucked up to like 4 a.m.
Yeah,
in a
and-
basement.
And it's the same thing like we have on our Twitch. There's a chat in there, and a lot of people we talk to each other. There's games we play. We can gamble with each other with it, which are with punk points. So it's a fun, interactive little stream that he does every week. And when he started a year ago, he had one older turntable, a microphone, and that was about it. And just however many records he's had. And since then, he's probably tripled his record collection, if not more than that. He has 2 newer turntables. He got a mixer. He can mix stuff in and out. His stream has improved a lot.
Well, that's the cool thing about it is he's actually playing vinyl. Like,
Yeah.
he's, like most of everything that he plays, unless he's going to
Well, the
please
requests
people,
he has
the
to
requests,
find, yeah.
If you're going to request something, then he'll play it by your phone or whatever. But most of the stuff that he plays is the vinyl, so it's authentic.
Yeah.
I tried to get into vinyl a little bit. I backed a turntable on Kickstarter 5 years ago that I'm still waiting to ship. So any day now.
What's special about this turntable?
Oh, it's fucking dope. It
Is it an ice chest as well?
no, you just gotta look at it. It's really cool. It like plays vertically or horizontally. The needle is like also you could tap it forward to go to the next song. It's a really cool like I don't know. It's just really cool.
Is it like a miniature turntable?
Oh no.
Okay.
It's, here, Google it. We got Jamie in there that can pull up. You know Jamie. It's called Wheel.
We're not there
It's
yet.
called Wheel by Minio. Miniot. And any day now for 5 years it's gonna ship. So and it was like $500. I don't know.
It's a long-awaited turntable.
But it's a really dope turntable. And that was gonna be my way into vinyl, but it doesn't happen anymore. So just waiting for that.
I can
You know
buy
what
it.
I'd really like? I'd like a punk version of Africa by Toto. If Mikey Unlikely could make that happen, that would be
You know what? I bet he does have that.
really.
Yeah.
We can at least just play the actual record and speed it up.
How much punk music have you listened to?
No.
Yeah, Weezer does a cover of Africa. I think we've all heard that one. It's not. It's not very punk. Yeah.
No, it needs to be like punk as fuck.
Have you ever been into punk, Doug?
No, I was into skateboarding, and punk was a big part of that when I was a kid, but I didn't really have access to any of that, so I never really got into it.
Just church music till you were like 26.
Mostly church music and farm music.
I want to hear more about this farm
Yeah, that's
music.
what I'm
I
saying.
might like that.
Yeah, it's kind of an underground genre.
Yeah. While you're working today, jump on his just have his Twitch stream up and just listen along, and you'll probably realize that the music he plays is pretty fucking great.
Yeah.
For the most part, like I was never really big into punk. Which I like all music, so it's hard to say I wasn't. Well, I think I actually said that right. I like punk, but I was never big into it. Is that fair? Mm-hmm. Okay. But now that he plays it, like I'm hearing these songs, they play in my head all day long, and it's just good music.
Yeah, and I just like being. I wouldn't go just search out a Spotify playlist, but I like being entertained. And honestly, having known him forever, I'm surprised he's that good at it. You know what I mean? I didn't think I'd watch it for the content.
He's got 2 turntables and a microphone, baby.
Goddamn right.
And Dr. Bones, and Dr. Bones has his own microphone too.
Yep.
Which-
Well, I don't know his content exactly yet, but Mikey Unlikely, you should probably be on TikTok if you're not doing it. So don't You should probably go do that.
He's not on TikTok.
Yeah, you're
should
right.
be.
He needs to be.
Probably
Doug
should
Head
be.
coming on, just giving everybody more work.
He's giving advice, you know. It took him a long time to get to where he's at.
I know.
Yeah, Mikey's trying to jump straight from Twitch to YouTube. I guess.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the buying a sofa thing. You gotta get them. You gotta get them earlier before you get them over to Twitch and YouTube.
Well, so it's kind of weird. Mikey's not big on any social media, and he kind of does this show for himself, and it's just enjoyable that he has friends and now followers that enjoy it just as much as he does. It's kind of a
Dude,
cool.
You should be doing, Mikey. I'm gonna keep talking to Mikey like you guys aren't here. Mikey, you should be doing TikTok lives when you're Twitch streaming. You should also be doing TikTok live.
Yeah, especially as somebody that scrolled through TikTok late at night, it starts giving you more and more and more, though. It's like if you're up past 1 a.m. just scrolling through TikTok, maybe you'll watch, and a lot of it is like DJs and stuff.
Yeah.
They are pushing lives hard. So so not only do you get more eyes by producing content at TikTok, but you're getting even more eyes with live because they're really prioritizing that and pushing that in people's feeds.
Yeah, Mikey just said what I was thinking. Now that RPAN is down, it's probably a great idea for him to jump onto TikTok and just switch over from RPAN to TikTok because he always had 2 devices going at once.
There you
One
go.
on RPAN, one on Twitch. Now he could just switch that RPAN one to TikTok and just go live.
Yeah,
I think it's a great idea.
You 100% should be doing that.
So-
I mean, you'll get more eyeballs there than you will anywhere else.
Are there very many folks that are on TikTok that just do live and don't like do any TikTok posts?
I don't think so. I mean, they kind of go hand in hand. I mean, again, I look at everything as a customer journey, and so you're looking for how do I get as many people, how do I get eyes on me, that people that don't know me, and then slowly move them into getting more and more committed to my content. So they all go hand in hand. None of them is one over another. You post content on TikTok, and then you go live, and then when you get out of live, the people that saw your stuff will start getting your TikToks in their feed. I mean, it all goes hand in hand. None of it's one over another. You have to put a strategy of all of the things. Anyway.
Okay, so you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but are you profitable at all on TikTok?
This is the first month that we've had more sales on TikTok than Facebook.
Interesting. How do you determine what sales come from where?
Everything. We have all sorts of tracking stuff.
Oh, wow.
So you do. Facebook has a pixel you install on their website. Don't get me going on tracking. But yeah,
we know you tracked us down pretty good.
Yeah, we can tell where sales originated, where the session came from, and all sorts of that stuff.
Wow, I would have had no idea.
Man.
That's very
yeah,
interesting.
TikTok, and we're not. I mean, and it's all organic. I mean, we're not. Facebook, we're spending ad money to get to reach people. At TikTok, it's all organic, and we haven't even got into TikTok ads yet. But yeah, it's TikTok's working for us right now.
We need to start focusing on TikTok.
Yeah.
But see,
gotta
that
start
was
pushing.
another thing you guys missed in the live. And sorry, I'm going to make this all about
No.
TikTok.com all the time.
Well, that's why we had you on.
The downside, and it shouldn't be the downside. This is gonna sound bad about our new TikTok followers that we're making relationships with. We've had a lot of people join the taste tester group from TikTok, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. We want people over there, but the problem is I want to kind of keep our taste tester group kind of locked down to the people. Like you guys have been in it for the whole thing, and you guys know exactly what's going on. So I don't want to dilute that channel of being able to talk to you guys by having a bunch of these new people come in. So
Yeah, the extra numbers aren't worth it if they're confused and dipping in and out.
yeah, because see, like a lot of the OGs, they know how it works, and I just want to stay plugged in. So what we're gonna do soon, I don't have it all mapped out yet, but I'm gonna lock our group so that nobody else can join that group. and then we're going to move over to a public group. But I mean, we're gonna keep the private group the same, and you all, nothing's gonna change for you guys.
Talk about exclusivity. That's a
heard it here
velvet
first.
rope around the Facebook group.
We're gonna have our own coin.
Yeah, and then we're gonna try to move all the content over there and a lot of the conversation over there. But a lot of the exclusive access and everything won't change. It'll still be in the private group. But anyway,
I got to get in that fucking group before it closes.
You heard it here first.
So how many people are in that private group right now?
8,000.
Whoa.
8,000 taste testers?
Jesus.
Well, not just the taste testers that are in the group. We got about 20,000 taste testers. Remember, when you sign up, give us your email and your SMS.
Yeah.
Your SMS number. And then after that, we say, hey, if you want the early bird access to all these drops, you only get that in the Facebook group. Well, we only get less than half of the people that sign up for the taste tester group actually join the Facebook group. So we got about 20,000 taste testers, 8,000 that are in the Facebook group.
And Doug, when you're not working on recipes and social media, what do you do with all this money? Do you have a boat? Do you...
No, that's all I do. It's sleep and this stuff.
It sounds like it.
Sounds like you need a vacation, Doug.
How often do you have dreams about jerky?
Actually, I don't.
Really? Do you not dream at all?
No, I do. They're usually really bad.
There's just not a jerky making nightmare like there is for like I have like weeds dreams, like waiting tables, bartending nightmares, and I have like bombing on stage nightmares.
Oh man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I guess now that I think about it, I don't really have any dreams about work.
it was pretty good.
I still have dreams about my very first job at Fast Taco.
What?
Like I'm dreaming the phone's ringing, I answer at Fast Taco. How can I help you? If y'all want to call Fast Taco right now, 817-295-7475.
God, what do you think that's about?
What am I supposed to do?
Make it so that could be a deal later.
Oh, okay.
Mark it.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but it's weird, right? It's been
Yeah.
well over 20 years since I've worked there.
Oh, hey, well, while we're talking, somebody just claimed their first challenge defeated coin.
Oh, really?
Oh, breaking news.
Do they claim it? Do you want to say who it is?
Breaking news. Yeah, I better not.
Okay.
I don't know how. I legally, I don't think I should be doing that. But
That's fair. So did they include any kind of video or just like say, hey, bro, I ate it?
Hey, bro, I ate it.
Yeah, I'm going
I
to say
ate
the
it
same.
and it was too hot.
Yeah. Did they review it?
2-word review.
I don't think.
Are we putting you under too much pressure right now?
No, I just saw
It's
the
still coming in, man,
notification.
from the feed.
I just saw the notification come in, and I was like, oh, hey, that's the first one.
Lindsay,
So, yeah,
it's definitely Ricky, and they're not going to name a flavor after him.
So Lindsay asked in the chat, can you track who buys the most jerky all year? Then they get a flavor named after them at the end of the year.
Oh, man.
We've
Wouldn't that be
proposed it.
fun? What would your flavor be? You got to pick and name a flavor. What would it be?
Pizza, beer, and
Okay.
wings.
No.
This is why we can't
Well-
do it, Lindsay.
No, I would want
Yeah.
the Chipotle adobo named after me.
The Ricardo
What would that
special.
be?
Yeah.
Ricardo Adobo. Well, that's kind of good.
Oh, I like that.
Oh.
Ricardo adobo. The third.
God,
And then
what could
we
we do?
have a picture of you shitting a pepper on the coin.
You're like caveman style where I'm just squatting on it.
That's funny. That'd be cool if we could do something like that, though. I mean, we can't, but
So-
it would be cool if we could.
So you said on the coins y'all do all the artwork or think of it up. How much time goes into that? Not much. I mean, they're fairly simple, I guess.
Not much. I'm looking at him. Not much. I don't know why I asked.
I like how you asked the question, then answered it,
The answer.
and then yes, you did. He's like, how much work goes into there? Oh, not much. They're very simple.
Yeah, no, 100% they are, and that's really kind of by design. Like, we want them to kind of have a similar look across all of them. So,
I got a question regarding the art. Why does the art on the coins not translate to the packaging?
it usually does.
That's all I thought.
Does it?
Yes. Have you not paid attention? You just
Yeah.
rip them open and start eating, huh?
No. On
It
the
almost always does.
hold on. Not on the packaging, on the taste testing part. When they go into production.
Oh, well, the production, that has a standardized bag. You
Right.
know, like the jerky.com has a standardized look. So it has to fit that.
Okay, so you can't put those little drawings on those bags.
No.
Okay.
Not without like a complete redesign of our package.
And plus, it's all about exclusivity. You know what I mean? Just the testers get to see the
God damn it! Are you gonna try to talk me into saving my bags now?
Yeah.
The taste testers are supposed to be, just these kind of simple labels, because that's the whole thing. Is I mean, if the packaging is simple, so we could turn these things around pretty quick. You know? So by design, they're supposed to be kind of simple, stylized icons and just kind of quick and dirty kind of things.
Quick and dirty.
But I'm starting to. I really like them. I like the simplicity of the icons and everything.
Yeah. Yes, I didn't mean to make that question confusing. 'Cause I didn't mean like on the taste tester's bag. I meant like on the production bag.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. You shit on my question, so.
No, I wasn't shitting on your question. I was just saying you asked your question and then answered it
With an insult.
with an insult. Yeah.
It wasn't meant to be an insult. It was not.
You answered it. Oh, not much. They're pretty fucking simple.
That's not what I said. Roll back the tape. God bless. I apologize. I did not mean to offend anybody on their art skills on the coin. I love the coins.
No offense taken.
So, what is the process of designing those coins? You all draw it out on paper? Is it all digitally? How much art or do you put into it?
Oh yeah, me and Kyle do it all.
Yeah, but is it like you'll actually draw it out, or is it just stock photos of different things, like a cow shit and a pepper?
Cow shit and a pepper was pretty custom. We had to pay somebody to do a cow shit and a pepper, but that's not a stock photo situation. But
So Kyle's not like the artist and you're the idea guy. If it's too complicated, you got to outsource it.
yeah, I mean, we're not afraid to outsource stuff, but it's kind of a mix of all the above, really.
My sticker guy also creates logos and stuff.
Oh, God. It's you, isn't it? The sticker person is you, right?
No,
You're just trying to act like you're a good buddy instead of a shameless salesman.
I have no artistic skills at all. I could not draw. I can barely draw a stick figure. Like when I draw stick figures, their arms are to the wrong side. Their one's bigger than the other. It's bad. It's like if you play Hangman with me, you'll never know when the game's over.
God bless.
Now, Doug, you live, sleep, eat, breathe beef jerky. You don't take any time for yourself, and it's paid off. So my question is, if you'd have dedicated your life to something else, what else could you have been the best at?
Man, I don't know. I've kind of just always done whatever I'm passionate about, like right out of high school, I was really passionate about custom car stereo stuff. So like, that's what I did for like 6 or 7 years.
What's the time frame around there?
What do you mean?
When you were doing custom car stereos?
So I'm 46. I graduated high school in 94.
Okay.
So I did that from like 94 to like 2000.
That's a pretty good time to be into it,
Yeah.
to be honest.
That's why I asked. I was like, I wasn't sure what the time frame was because that's back when cars came with very generic radios.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
So you wanted,
then they started making better and better factory car systems, and then the industry started to kind of shrink. But I was on the custom end of things, and that I really like fabricating stuff from scratch and making crazy kind of car builds.
Like, so what's an example of what you fabricated? Like speaker boxes, lights?
Oh yeah, like the whole vehicle. Like I was into SPL stuff, if you know anything about SPL stuff, which is basically how loud a car can be. So I would take a car and then completely gut it down to the frame and then rebuild the whole thing. Like 7 alternators, 48 batteries.
Like Pimp My Ride.
Kind of like that.
Interesting.
Huh.
So you pulled so much power.
Welding, fiberglass, woodworking, all of it.
I'm fascinated by this.
Yeah.
I think Dusty's getting a boner right now. He said
What's the most
fabricating and woodworking.
That's right.
He perked up.
What's the most expensive custom car stereo system you ever put in somebody's vehicle?
Oh, it was mine, and it was just. It was just ridiculous. I had 7 alternators on this truck.
Holy
and,
cow.
48 batteries.
What kind of truck was it?
A Nissan hardbody.
Okay.
Yeah, it was crazy. And there's like 2-inch, acrylic glass, welded frames in the windshield and all the doors. And
So you wouldn't
both of
shatter
his-
glass?
Yeah. So because in SPL, anything that moves is a loss of energy. So you want everything in the car, you want everything inside the cab to be rigid AF.
Yeah.
So it was out of hand. They were tanks. They were just tanks.
Hilarious.
My favorite thing I would ever see back then when people had big systems in their car, when you hear the bass going off and like the car parts just rattling.
Oh yeah.
You're like this
Rattling,
car's falling apart, but your system sounds good when you're
Which
inside.
is 6 times out of 10, it's like that.
Yeah.
You hardly ever
Yeah.
just hear the bass without the.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I had my
So
go ahead.
That's exactly it. No, that's exactly it.
Yeah, because when I had my Jeep, it's a very open concept, so there was nothing really to contain it, so nothing rattled. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But then when I moved those same speakers to a smaller car, I was like, oh, this sounds terrible.
Which is what, the Focus?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Mr. The Mirage. Why are you laughing at that?
Nice.
Yeah, so that was what I did right out of high school. And I did that till I got bored with it. There was really nothing else for me to do. Like I'd done everything in that industry I'd wanted to do, and I saw that the industry was kind of going a place I didn't want to go. I didn't want to have my whole life be that. So I just quit and went to school and started selling stuff online.
So, what schooling did you go to?
I went to the University of Nebraska at Omaha.
Okay. Did you graduate?
Yeah, I have
What?
a degree in business management, specialization in entrepreneurship, and I have a degree in philosophy.
Oh.
I feel like you've used your degrees very well. Maybe not philosophy, but
No,
I guess that kind
definitely
of
both. Yeah.
that kind of
Definitely
fits in
both.
with the TikTok, huh?
And philosophy's a good thing. I think everybody should study it.
Okay. So you're a big Cornhuskers fan?
Nope. I
No.
don't give a I don't really care much about sports.
Nice. Good man. You're like, I got my education and I used it to become successful.
Right.
They can keep playing football without me.
Well, and I went to the redheaded stepchild of the University of Nebraska.
Oh, that's why you said Omaha.
Yeah, Lincoln is where the Cornhuskers were. That's where all the money went.
Gotcha. Yeah, I have 2 friends that graduated from the University of Nebraska with masters in meat science.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So maybe you can get in touch with them and y'all can build some badass kind of jerky.
Now you're talking.
Like one of their professors actually is the one who found out that the flank steak is actually a pretty good cut of meat. Before that, it was just trash.
Oh yeah, I think you said something about that.
God damn, I repeat myself.
Although I
a
think
lot.
last time I think you used stronger words like he invented something.
Cows didn't even used to have that.
And that might be why I didn't say invented this time, because we had that conversation. It's like, he didn't
Yeah.
invent that piece of meat. He just
I think that's
made everybody realize it's actually pretty fucking good.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
It's not trash. Okay, so we've had that conversation before.
Yeah.
But dehydrated meat is in the culinary universe, but in like a super, super niche specific way. Are you a food obsessed person in general, or is this just kind of a silo thing?
For the most part, it's a silo thing. I enjoy good food and I enjoy a good steak, but on the other hand, I'm also not a picky eater. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the short answer is it's probably more siloed than anything.
You're just going to Whataburger and getting some chicken strips after a long day of jerky scientistry.
I mean, I try not to eat too much shit, but yeah.
Are you saying Whataburger shit?
This
I love
podcast is over. Shut her down, boys.
It's
I love Whataburgers. Where would I put Whataburger? It's probably my top 2 fast food burgers.
Ooh, what's the other one in the top 2?
Yeah, I should have thought that through before.
On a scale of 1 to 7.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Yeah, Whataburger actually might be my favorite.
It's up there.
But
it's
it
pretty good.
depends how you rank it though, right? Because like Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, like that's kind of a different tier of fast food.
Okay.
So
Because they don't make it just like you like it.
what?
Because Whataburger makes it just like you like it.
Oh, well, I mean, don't they all really?
Not in my experience.
Oh.
That's their slogan.
Is that their slogan?
Yeah. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Is it?
I think Wendy's is probably the best of the fast food. What do you guys want to fight about it? Or?
With the square patty?
Yeah,
Because they don't cut corners.
they don't cut corners. But do you guys not think that's one of the better ones?
Of like the ones that the patty's been cooked and sitting there in a while so they could just give it to you 30 seconds after you order it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up there. Is Brahms in that category? They're
I
good.
love Brahms.
Yeah.
Brahms is probably the top.
But I don't think that's the same category.
Pretty fast.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it?
Pretty fast.
See, I think I'd put Brahms and the Whataburger in like the same one.
Yeah,
I
I think they're in a different category than McDonald's and Wendy's.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. I
All
agree.
right, I concede to you guys.
Yeah. What about Carl's Jr.?
With a star.
What about
nuggies.
go back to California?
Never
Queer?
ate there. Yeah. What about In-N-Out?
Carl's / Hardee's.
Are they the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Secretly.
Or are they just combined into the same
Sometimes not
store?
even secretly. You'll get packaging at Carl's for Hardee's.
'Cause
For real.
I feel like I've been to a gas station that had both a Hardee's and a Carl's Jr.
Nah.
Really?
I could be wrong.
They did, but it was one register and one drive-through window.
You might be right.
Kind of like the Taco Bell KFC thing.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen
Taco Bell?
They're both owned by Yum Foods,
Yum Foods?
KFC and Taco Bell and Pepsi.
And Pizza Hut.
Yeah, or the Pizza Hut Wingstop. No, not Wingstop. What's
Wing Street.
Wing Street. Yeah. The Devils.
What about fried chicken? Does anybody eat KFC anymore? As a kid, I thought KFC was going to be far more prominent in my adult life.
I mean, the fried chicken market has just exploded. If there's one thing you should have put your money in at the turn of the century. And now, dude, I'm telling you right now, I don't know what my successful business is going to be, but I'm going to put it in an empty Nashville hot chicken restaurant. Because there was 0 in Fort Worth, and now there's at least 20
Yeah.
Really?
Nashville
You guys
hot
ha-
chicken restaurants.
So-
You
I'm
guys
like,
have a Dave's? Do you have a Dave's hot chicken?
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have...
With KFC for me, when they changed from acceptable to I don't eat there anymore is when the Wednesday chicken fried steak went from 99 cents to $1.99. I was like, I'm out. I can't do that anymore.
That was a thin string that you were hanging on there for brand loyalty.
I mean, look at the Jack in the Box tacos. Aren't they still 99 cents?
Not when you DoorDash them.
Not when you DoorDash them.
Then they're like $1.49.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the double down?
Oh, yeah, with chicken patties as the burger
As the
burger
bread?
buns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't
Like
it for
KFC
Ricky. It was a slight price
monstrosity.
increase that did it.
Oh yeah.
Of a shitty chicken fried steak.
Yeah, I think they put the famous bowl out there as a feeler. Like, let's see how much shame Americans don't have. And
I
then
love
when
the
we
bowl.
when we all went, famous bowl, thumbs up. Just
Just throw it all in
put
there.
it all in a bucket and shove it down
I
our
love it.
gullets. They were
Man.
like, I don't know, what about bacon wrapped in fried chicken? We were like, yes, we'll have that too.
God, was that bowl was before the double down?
Yeah.
Huh. That was just a.
And that's still around, I believe.
Oh, the bowl's still around.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I get whenever I go to KFC for like lunch. Man, put brown gravy on and mashed potatoes with chicken.
And the brewery has mimicked the bowl.
I was gonna say the famous bowl itself, its main contribution to society is that places that have like actual gravy and like potato made out of potatoes are emulating it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to make that at Flips. Just ordered all the stuff separately and then shove it in a
Shove it all together.
put it in a beer bucket and eat it with a serving spoon.
So, Doug, what do you think your favorite food besides like steak and beef jerky is?
Man, it just depends. You know, in the winter, I'm a soup guy. I like soups.
Okay.
Like, what do you
I'm
guys
about to
think
make
of
some
soups?
chili tonight, Doug.
Oh, chili.
I've been
Okay.
waiting.
Well, chili's kind of its own subsect in soups, right? Like,
Yeah.
It's-
Beef.
I thought your two favorite things were soup and beef. I thought we would really bond on this.
we could bond on that.
Steve-O, do you put beans in your chili?
That's what-
Absolutely.
Beans
Okay.
or no beans.
I go
What-
beans.
what-
Go beans.
Do you have a secret ingredient that you're willing to disclose? Is there one thing you think makes your thing that's maybe not secret?
No, I go real heavy on the peppers instead of like chili powder, and which I do put, but like not. I try and get it real hot, but like with actual habaneros. And I got a buddy that has got a garden, so I'll get some fresh peppers and stuff. Throw that in there.
I need to get on that bandwagon of fresh peppers if I can.
Yeah, he's got more than he can eat every year. So,
damn it, I had a
I'll trade you
question.
for some stickers if you have.
I distracted myself from the question I was going to ask.
How do you feel about beanless chili?
If you want to, it comes out of a machine at 7-Eleven. You can put it on your hot dog. It's fine for those people. But I'll just eat regular chili.
What about you, Doug?
I don't know. I could give her. I could go without beans.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be controversial, but
yeah, I don't mind it, but
I don't understand the big controversy about it where people get mad like you can't put beans in chili in Texas. I don't see that as a true.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
That's a
just
huge
anything
thing.
you can be polarizing on now, people will. You know what I mean?
That's been a thing for a while though about beans and chili.
Yeah, I just feel like if something is basically just a bowl of ground beef, adding something to it can't be that bad of
It's not gonna
it.
hurt it.
So what else do y'all add to y'all's chili when you're eating it? Like Fritos, cornbread, rice, cheese.
Yes.
Okay.
Sour cream.
Yeah, my
ketchup
wife
on top.
adds sour cream. I feel like it cools it down temperature-wise
It does
a lot, and then
I don't do sour cream, but I'll do cheese.
Oh yeah, hella cheese. What kind of cheese?
I like a mixture of cheese. Like normally I'll do like a sharp cheddar and then like a Monterey Jack and just shred them all together. What, is that bad?
No, you're speaking my language. Man.
I like combining different cheese when I shred them, so that way you have a plethora of cheese flavor.
That's
I end
what's
up
up.
putting a lot in, and it really thickens it up. Like it's really like cheesy chili.
Like where there's so much cheese, like you have cheese residue on your spoon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I will go Frito pie just as soon as I'll do crackers or something. I mean, I might do
Frito pie is good.
Frito scoops because then you get the same flavor without it getting all soggy and shit. But you never got Frito scoops after a baseball game in Little League. You know what I mean? There's some nostalgia.
Is it weird that I kind of like it when it gets a little soggy?
I mean, I think that's just it's built in. All the times you've had Frito pie as a kid were good times.
Well, how do you like your cereal then, Ricky?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Soggy. I don't want my cereal crunchy.
Yeah, I agree.
You're the same,
Yeah.
Steve-O?
I mean, I like it.
Soggy, not mushy.
Yeah, I'll do like minimal milk. That way, the stuff on top it hasn't touched the milk.
So
the
you
whole
want it to
time.
crunch.
Well, yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get it in the milk and get it softer, but
So when you eat chili,
I'm not trying to drink cereal.
if you're
you know what I
eating
mean?
chili with crackers, do you crumble up the crackers and put them in, or do you scoop chili on the cracker and eat it like that?
Bro, my wife, I'll just put it on the cracker and eat it. My wife, when she's eating like chicken noodle soup, will put the cracker in there,
Crush it up.
let it get soggy, and then eat it with the broth. I'm like, what's the?
It's not a bad tactic. I like it.
But the crunch. You do the crackers there largely for textural reasons,
Yeah, but they're also different
and you just
flavor.
turn the cracker into soup. I
Yeah.
could have put crackers in the soup when I was making it. You fucking
I think that's different.
bitch.
I think that's different.
So, okay, Doug, do you make your own soups?
Yeah. I just recently started. I got this really weird cooking contraption called the Thermomix, and it does like everything for me. So
I feel like Doug's more of a chef.
no, I'm not.
Then
This
he's
is
letting
like
on?
a lazy.
Yeah.
If you guys, if you've seen any of my content, I use this machine that looks like a blender.
Yeah.
But it's got this big touch screen on it, and it is like the lazy man's way to cook because you pick a recipe out of the database. It's all in the cloud. But you pick a recipe out of there, and then you just stand in front of it and do what it says. It'll say like put in half of an onion, and you put in half an onion, and then
This
3
is
carrots.
crazy.
And you just do everything it says, and then it just does everything.
So it's gonna chop that onion and then tell you to put in whatever else, and then it's also the heating element
Yeah,
is
it
in the
cooks it.
same.
Yeah,
That's a game changer.
You just blew
gotta take a
Steve-O's
minute.
mind.
dude, it's crazy. And then there's like these
He's sweating.
there's like a basket you can put on top. So like I make a chicken. What do they call it? A chicken tortilla, maybe? I don't know. But it
Chicken tortilla soup, yeah.
So while it's cooking the soup, it steams the chicken in this basket on top, and then you put the chicken back in the thing, and then the blender runs in reverse, and it shreds the chicken inside of the soup. Like it does the whole thing.
And this is something you saw on the Jetsons, or what was it?
Was it another Kickstarter?
I've got a foodie friend that buys everything that anybody ever makes, and he showed me his Thermomix, and so I went and bought one.
Sounds like a Ricky thing.
They're crazy. They're awesome. They're really awesome.
This is me Googling Thermomixer.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty heavy stuff for you to just drop on us 2 hours in, Doug. I don't.
Dude, it does everything. Like I got it. I had a rice cooker. I eat a lot of rice.
It cooks rice? Ooh.
Well, not only does it cook it, but it steams it. It's way better than a regular rice cooker. Steamed rice is better. Like a rice cooker, you just put a bunch of rice in water, and you end up with like this soggy rice.
Uh-huh.
But this actually steams the rice, so the rice is like really fluffy. Oh, a game changer.
Yeah, I make my rice on the stove because the rice cooker never gets it as good as just pot and pan. But
yeah, this thing does everything. It does sous vide, so you can sous vide meat in the thing.
How much does one of these things cost?
A
like
lot.
$1,500.
Say that again?
15,
Okay, so the $9.99 I saw was probably a cheaper price.
probably.
Could be a holiday deal going on. That's how I got my sous vide, is I got it for Christmas, and I got it on like half price. And those things.
Sous vide's dope. I mean, do you make it a lot? Do you sous vide steak?
Yeah. I won't really cook a steak without it anymore, but I use it for so many different things. The sous vide is great because you can use it when you're really wanting to do. I use it for a lot of barbecue stuff and shit like that, but also when you're like being good on your diet. Say you meal prep a bunch of stuff. If you put it in bags instead of Tupperwares, you can reheat. Meal prep, you can make 6 of the same thing, and then by the last of it, you're like sick of it.
Yeah.
This is, you can reheat everything without drying the shit out of it and having it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Putting it back on the pot. So, yeah, I've definitely gotten my money's worth out of that, but that's the most expensive
Gadget.
that I have, and I got it on sale, and it was still a couple $100.
I got a good deal on my Thermomix. Some lady won it like at a holiday gift party, like her corporate gift party, and she didn't want it. So I got mine for like $900 with all of the accessories. So, and that's still pretty expensive. Don't get me wrong. But back to the sous vide. If you all have never had if you like a medium rare steak, a sous vide medium rare steak is the best steak you'll ever have.
Okay. Huh. So you don't cook it anything outside of the water?
Well, you do a reverse sear.
Reverse sear, okay.
You do a reverse sear, yeah. So you sear it at the end, and that gets your crust on the outside. But I mean, it's literally like edge to edge pink.
Yeah,
like,
you can get a real tall fillet or ribeye.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
All right, I'm in on this.
That is one thing I'll say. Will like it's awesome because it dummy proofs certain things. Like that's why I use it for barbecue. Yeah. But you're making yourself a worse cook. I will say that. I bet I'm actually noticeably worse at cooking a steak than I used to be. But
so, did you use that in the process of the pulled pork in the burrito?
Yes, but only because timing wise, when you do a fatty piece of meat like a pork butt or a brisket, there's something called the stall.
Yeah. And
it can take anywhere from like an hour to 3 weeks or whatever. And I had to go to sleep. So, and I have one reason I use a sous vide is because I have basically the cheapest electric smoker money can buy.
That's pellet.
Yeah, it uses like actually the chips that are a little bit bigger. But, I mean, you can spend fucking $2,000 on a smoker, and I'll just never, ever do that. Yeah. So I took it out.
I was gifted one.
Traeger type smoker. Yeah, that's what's
the big boy Traeger.
Well, that's how we're going to do the pulled pork for the burrito cart then, for sure. Okay. But yeah, so it hit the stall. It hit 165 degrees. You're supposed to take it to like 205. I just took it out and put it in the sous vide and went to sleep. And then I woke up, and whenever I just left it in there till I had free time, and I took it apart and shredded it. It's like dummy proof. You put it in the smoker to get all the smoke flavor and the bark and the crust and everything, and then you're just like, yeah, but I'm not going to worry about being good at barbecue.
I made chicken noodle soup this past weekend, and I made rice with it. and I put rice in my chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
Is that normal?
Yeah.
My mom makes soup with rice in it.
Okay. Like I didn't.
I like eating soup served over rice. I mean, it
Yeah.
gives it a little more hardiness to it.
I wasn't sure if that because I grew up on rice pretty much every meal because my family was Colombian, and apparently Colombians love their white rice.
Oh, yeah.
With everything, but I mix it in and I do the Spanish rice. Ooh, that's a new follow. Look at that. We're popular today.
Jingle in the cans, baby.
But yeah, so I make rice with pretty much everything, but I like make it in the pan where you brown the rice, then you add the tomato sauce and water.
Yeah, true. Like
Cook it.
actual Spanish rice.
Yeah. But with cilantro in there, and lately with my soups, I've been making it like cilantro lime.
Hell yeah.
And the one I did with the chicken noodle, I did parsley and lime because I had that parsley flavor to the soup. It was pretty fucking good. Not to brag about myself, but it turned out well.
Well, you don't have a Thermomix, so
I don't have
you got to
yeah.
do a couple certain things.
I had to use like 18 different dishes just to make one soup,
All right.
but they're worth it.
Steve, you should sous vide the boys here, some fillets and some ribeyes, and introduce them to the idea.
Yeah, I sure as hell will.
We got a first-time chatter saying the Jerky Facebook page said they needed to stop by and say hi.
I know who this is. This guy's tracking me down. He really wants me to make a flavor of jerky. Go ahead and throw it in here, Orphaned Rejects. Might as well get it out of the way.
Orphan Reject, let's hear what that flavor is. Let's see if we can talk Doug into doing it today.
So he posted on all my TikToks, and then he yesterday in the group he threw it out. He subtly threw it out in the group, trying to lobby some people to get some support for it. So
You're about to have 3 more people on board.
I'm on to his game.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, this is grassroots canvassing. You can't be mad at it.
Hold on, what's the flavor?
No,
Nobody's
I don't-
told us.
He just said you already know it.
Yeah, he wants.
Well, they want to know. They want to know.
Yeah, we
Put-
wanna know.
Put it out there.
Let's
Come
go.
on.
Ooh.
Pineapple, bourbon, and scorpion pepper? Hell yes.
Yeah, you got.
I'm 100% in with the fruit
He's so stunned.
whiskey butthole burner. And all right, so Doug, when you make that, can you send me a small sample? I'll pay for shipping.
We'll figure something out.
I mean,
I guess we could just.
I wish there were more people here in Oklahoma City. Like, everybody's tired of seeing Kenny and Kate like on the same 3 people on all our videos, you know. So I wish I could get some of y'all on video.
Maybe we can do a trip one week to where we come do the podcast at your.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
And then we can.
you know what? Okay. All right, we're gonna go back and talk about jerky.com for a minute. Remember we were talking about exclusive, making the group even more exclusive?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't really thought this out too much, so don't hold me to any of this. But we're talking about adding another level of exclusivity inside of the group for people that want to. And we're just brainstorming. We're just brainstorming here.
you heard
But,
it
like,
here first, folks.
I want to figure out how to get like. I'd like to figure out how to get some of the taste testers, the OG test testers in the private group, to like participate in like live events. For example, what flavor did we just drop? I forgot. I can't keep them straight anymore. What was the last flavor we dropped?
It was chamoy.
Chamoy, that's right. God damn it.
Chamoy.
Okay, like how cool would it be if at the day of the drop there was like 5 taste testers who got that package before anybody else, and like you would taste test it with us live. Like you can't open it until you're on camera. You can't open it because it has to be a surprise right up to that minute, and then like. But there was like 5 or 10 of us that would like get on live and like do it live. What do you think of that idea?
I love that idea.
Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome.
If you can just find a way to schedule it. Like, would you do that before it released? Like, do the recording before it released?
No, we would do no. I would send like, for example, if I would pick like 5 people of this out of the OG taste tester group, and it would be in advance. You'd have to commit.
Yeah.
You'd have to say yes at 11 a.m. I will be on live, and then I would send that flavor to you days in advance, and you can't open it.
We're signed to secrecy. We can't tell the flavor.
You can't even open it. You can't open the package
Okay.
until you're on camera.
I think this is a bad idea because some of the beef jerky tastes so bad. You might get some.
What?
Well, that's
Yeah.
okay.
We might get some real reactions of some people being grossed out.
Reaction.
Yeah, he wants the real
I want the
reaction.
real reaction.
The real live reaction is different than the reaction you get when you eat it. Think about it.
Yeah.
Try it again.
I mean, no publicity is bad publicity, I guess. You're the expert, but
I want it live. All right, Ricky, open the bag and, oh, it's chamoy. Okay, well, what do you think right now? Well, I don't know what chamoy is. I've never had it. All right, well, let's talk about it. And then, talk about the whole thing. And then, okay, now open it up. And then, all right, eat it. Tell me what you're tasting. Tell me what flavors. Tell me what just talk it through.
does the pineapple go well with the Scorpion
Reaper?
Should we have used tequila instead of bourbon?
Yeah.
Scorpion and tequila sound good together.
Well, pineapple and tequila are good.
Yeah.
I think Ricky's definitely on board.
You think something like that would work?
I think that would work great.
But see, it kind of comes back to the whole video thing. Is like, you guys would all do it. But out of the 8,000 people...
Yeah, you're surprised you're not getting more of that kind of stuff already.
Doug, I got to say this since you brought this up again. When you said earlier that there's people out there that don't like to see themselves and hear themselves talk. Earlier, when we had to end the Zoom stream, our camera that is facing directly towards me showed up on the monitor in front of me. So I was staring at myself the entire time, and I was completely distracted by everyone else, because I was looking at myself, and I thought I looked so good on camera. Like, I love the way my voice sounds. I love the way I look on TV.
That's good. That's good.
Like, if you're wondering why I was kind of out of it for the first 30 minutes of the show, is because I was up on TV and I could see myself talking.
I think you're in the minority on that, though.
100%, I think I'm the minority. But I was definitely distracted by it.
Well, this is in kind of the same vein. Book it with Big Ben. I can't read it. What did they say?
Yeah, book it with Big Ben.
He said, Dusto looks like he needs to fart, and also said, pineapple on pizza, ? Doug, your thoughts? Pineapple on pizza?
Or about the other thing as well. Do you think Dusto looks like he could toot?
I mean, he probably could at any minute.
I had chili last night, so.
And that burrito this morning.
Yeah.
With beans.
It's brewing.
From the look on your face.
It's
Chili
brewing.
with beans.
With beans. Kidney beans. I'm not a big pineapple on the pizza fan, to be honest.
I don't know if I've ever actually tasted pineapple on pizza.
Really?
Like had an actual pineapple with
A Hawaiian.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had
Yeah, the
one.
problem is if there's Hawaiian pizza, there's also other flavors of pizza that I like more. So I'm not against it. I just am always going to go with
That's true. I've had it. I mean, it does bring a sweet flavor to it. It's different. It's not, I just like the meat, though, I'm in it for the meats.
But not the girthy meat. You want this long, skinny meat.
Pepperonis are, they're skinny.
And it fits better in your mouth that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Thinly cut.
Enrique.
I like it girthy as fuck.
Isn't it weird how polarizing pineapple on pizza is?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm like, eat your own. To eat your own?
To eat your own pizza slice.
To eat your own. If you like it, eat it. If you don't. But don't criticize someone just because they like something different.
Yeah, but then what else would we do? You know what I mean? We're all on the internet. We're going to argue about something. Let's have it be pizza.
Yeah.
Instead of gun control.
All right.
We're always looking for something to bully someone about,
Mikey Unlikely says it's now time for the Low Tech, Lo-Fi, Low Life Punk Show 1 year anniversary 12-hour super stream. So I think we're going to wrap this up. Are y'all okay with that?
I got to go stream this fucking punk music.
And then if y'all want to, anybody in the chat right now, if y'all want to stick around, we're going to raid Mikey. So all 6 of us can go and listen to it. And
There's 7.
All 7. All 7 of us can go and we can raid Mikey. You can listen to it for a little bit, see if you like it, jump in and out. But he would appreciate any support you can give him, even if it's just time. Send him a chat while you're in there. And just say hi. Tell him the Sims and Leon podcast sent you. Doug, you got anything else? You got anything last minute things to say?
Looking for Punk Africa by Toto. Looking forward to raiding this thing and see what this is about. But no, I appreciate you guys having me on. Sorry we couldn't get the video stuff figured out, but I'm glad we got the blue glasses represented in studio.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's my pleasure.
We'll get that. We'll figure out the video, and hopefully next time it'll work out better.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're all on a learning page here.
Yeah. So, our words of advice to everybody:
don't be a cunt.
Don't be a dick.
Be nice.
We enjoyed everybody that stuck with us in the Twitch stream while we were going through all our stuff. Everybody listening online later on. Y'all are the best, and stick around. We're going to see what Mikey has to say.
Thanks again, Doug, for being on. We'll schedule the next one.
All right. Later, buddy.
All right. See you guys.
So you said on the coins y'all do all the artwork or think of it up. how much time goes into that? Not much. I mean, they're fairly simple, I guess, but